We stomping on shit this episode. Period. And of course, like every other app, you got that exclusive wait a minute before the drop.
Welcome to Act Normal.
Y'all ready to talk shit in politics?
I am, y'all. I'm Jayda.
Ooh, and I'm Des.
And we are finally at episode 5.
So on today's episode, we have two amazing guests from Houston and ATL making big moves with their amazing podcast, Poor Minds.
With nearly 200,000 subscribers, I'm a fan of their podcast too. I've watched a couple episodes. Not only that, they are authors. They have an ebook that they sell, which is called Pour Into Your Podcast, where they give you all the game, all the gems on creating your own podcast.
So let's give a warm welcome to Drea Nicole and Lex P.
Period! Woo! Period!
Hey, Lex.
That was a good intro,
Yes, y'all did all that. So,
We're going to do our
ladies,
traditional prayer.
we always start off with a prayer.
Okay, I love that.
Since we so far though, y'all could just hold hands and then we'll hold hands.
Okay.
We don't want. They already set our mics up. Dear Lord, I love that you brought us all here today. I pray that all 4 of us, our conversations align and that we are able to articulate our thoughts and speak exactly what's on our heart so that our message and our words resonate with the right people for it to resonate with. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That was so good.
That was good.
Get
Some of the communion going.
Okay, thank you.
So before we get into today's episode, we just want to shed light on, we had a tragic death in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
Like, that was so unexpected.
It really was. And I think, like, it kind of represented a time, because you were out here when he was, like...
I don't think I was here yet because I moved here in 2016.
Okay,
That
yeah.
was kinda after.
So
Yeah, that
when
was
we were in the
after.
club,
It
we
was
used
a
to
little
work
bit
in the strip club. So,
For
you know,
real?
yes, we used to bartend together. So it was like, he was like a staple in the strip club scene with the
Yes.
music and stuff.
He
so.
played a major role in our childhood. Orange Crush, everything.
Everything.
Like,
Yeah.
Like,
literally,
he had a lot of
up on
hits.
him.
So, yes, rest in peace.
And
Yes,
then we
rest
send
in
our
peace, Rich
deepest
Homie Quan.
condolences to all of his loved ones. Rest in
Yes,
peace.
for sure, because it's not easy losing somebody. So,
It's not.
Okay, so we can get right into it from there. We want to do some pillow talk tonight.
Okay, I'm excited.
yes.
Me too. And we got to do a cheers.
We got to do
Okay,
a cheers first.
Yes, look, I already
Because I was ready to
started.
do.
Right. Okay, period.
Look, I was dipping in it right after the prayer.
Yeah.
I'm known to spill some wine, so.
Cheers.
So Poor Minds times Act Normal.
I love this for us, y'all. This is going to be a good
It's
episode.
gonna be a good episode.
I
We
feel
love
it.
girl talk. Like, I feel
That's
like in the
what y'all known
podcast world, you do have to collaborate with a lot of people, and like, you know, you got to collaborate with the men and stuff, and it's fun, but it ain't nothing like a good girl chat.
It ain't
session.
nothing like
Agree.
that.
It's nothing
Fact.
like that.
Yeah,
It ain't nothing like it.
So, yeah, we got a lot to get into, from relationships to friendships to their hit podcast, Poor Minds. We're going to get all the tea on every single topic.
So, how did y'all meet? How long have y'all known each other?
Oh, what, like almost 10 years?
Yeah, next year will be 10 years.
Yeah, because we met in 2015, and then I moved to Atlanta like a year after we became friends. So we met at the strip club. We used to work at this strip club in Houston called Prime Time together, and they was kind of trying to make it like Starlets, but in Houston. And so we met there. She was like a seasoned bartender. It was my first bartender job. I sucked at making drinks, but I got like the gift of gab, so I used to make money with the customers and stuff. So one night I had this customer, and he was ordering like all of these crazy drinks, and I was like, girl, and I had never talked to her before. I used to see her at work, but we never talked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, do you know how to make this? And she was like, yeah, I got you. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna bust this money down with you.
Period.
And so that's how we became friends. We made a lot of money that night. And so we always like to say, I feel like our friendship started off making money. So it's like only
It
right
makes
there.
sense.
It really
Poor
aligns.
Minds kind of ended up coming together the way it did.
Y'all dynamic is so good. Like,
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
like y'all balance each other
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Very well.
And I think one thing about it too is like, we can't fake this chemistry. Like, a lot of times, like, we have to learn when we have guests on the show, they have to sit in between us.
Right.
Or we're gonna be like talking to each other like, girl, let me tell you what happened last night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it's something that just can't be duplicated. So I love it. It's fun.
Wait, and that's why y'all have lasted so long.
Yeah.
What's y'all sign?
I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Leo. But what's crazy is usually Leo and Tauruses aren't, but I know how to handle a Taurus. My mom and her actually have the same birthday.
Really?
And my
Yeah.
sister is a
That's
Taurus.
crazy.
I was a lone Leo in a house full of Tauruses fighting my way to live, child.
Perfect. Yeah.
So when I met her, I was like, oh, I can handle this.
Piece of cake.
Light work.
you was
Like
used to it.
I love that. So the name Poor Minds, how did y'all get that name? Like, where did that come from?
It's so funny because whenever people ask us that, I'm always kind of like, how did we come up with that name? And I want to say we really was just sitting down brainstorming because at first our show used to be called Wind Down Wednesday. Well, it really wasn't a show. We was just doing something on YouTube. But we were like, we need to come up with a better name that's like more synonymous because if you hashtag Wind Down Wednesday, so much stuff would come up.
Right.
So I think we sat down. I had like a list of names. She had a list of names. And then we just put, like, one of us had Poor and the other one had Mine. So we was like, oh, that's cute.
That's
so
real
unique.
cute. It's
Poor
so catchy.
Minds.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like a little play on words.
You know how people have
Yeah,
a
this
long
the
story
behind
behind
it,
it.
and this is what it means.
We was really stressed. Like, we was like, what we
I
gonna do?
love that.
Content, only 10 people watching.
That's a real response.
Yeah,
for
it was
real.
just kind of like, okay, let's just throw it together. Because we used to, like, we still be getting tipsy on the show. But if y'all, people watching, if y'all go back, we used to be getting lit.
like
Like,
super,
fuck
super
that.
drunk.
Girl, what?
It's cringy.
It's actually
Really?
cringy.
But the episode's
Yeah.
That's the
still
growth.
because I feel like
Yeah.
it shows
Yeah.
the
It
growth.
shows. Yeah.
Yes.
But
You gotta
it's
keep
very
that.
cringy.
We used to get a big old bottle of barefoot and go to work.
Go to work.
Man,
Oh,
Child.
We did used
How
to
many
love some
episodes are
barefoot.
y'all on now?
Probably
It's
like 300
or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And we always say this. We've been doing this for consistently for
Almost 6 years.
almost 6
Oh,
years,
okay.
and we've never missed a Friday.
Yeah.
We
That
have dropped
is
every
so good.
Friday
So
since we started.
how many times in a month? That's like 4 Fridays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
four times. We dropped 4 episodes
But
a month.
now we record like more than one episode in one
A
day.
day. So y'all
can
a
just
lot
have
of
them.
times,
Okay,
so we
then
can
we
have
can
them in the
have
can.
time
We
off.
used to record every single week,
So
but
2
now,
recording days is like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
so
like 2-3
good.
days a month.
We getting there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
y'all gonna
Y'all
get
can do
there.
it. Y'all
Yeah.
gonna get
Because
there.
y'all doing good already.
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
Thank you.
yes. Because look,
I
we
agree.
ain't starting to set like this. Child, we used to be sitting on her bedroom floor.
Child.
Now you
gotta
be trying to be the
start somewhere.
engineer and I'm
You
trying
do
to
gotta
crack a
start
joke.
somewhere.
Really?
House was hard, child.
Girl, y'all gotta go back. Yes, she is not lying. Y'all gotta go back and look at some
Yeah,
of the
I gotta
old
go back.
That's
Now that
so
y'all said I'm
dope,
gonna go
though.
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
Child,
Y'all
I was the
gonna be
light
like, what the
man,
hell was
the
going on?
engineer, the cameraman,
Everything.
everything.
I love that. So what why did y'all jump from Houston to Atlanta? Like, what impacted the move?
Well, for me, I moved here first. So I was here for a year, and then I convinced Lex to move here because I don't know, I had fell out with the girl that I moved out here with initially. So I really didn't have like a lot of friends out here, and me and her were so close, so I wanted her to move here. But I wanted to move here because I have my degree in mass communications, and I wanted to move somewhere that had like more opportunity for like television and radio. And back then, Houston didn't have any opportunity for that.
Right.
They kind of still don't.
Yeah.
Not for like media and entertainment, but yeah. So that's why I moved here.
Yeah, when I moved here, I was not prepared.
Yeah.
Like, I literally like packed up my car and I came because she was like, come out here. I had just graduated college as well. I didn't have nothing going on. And when I moved, I always tell this story. I moved out here, I literally had by the time I filled up my gas tank and filled it up again, I landed, I had $3.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I was like, oh Lord, how we go? I lived with her for my first 6 months of like being here. I was like, girl, I'm gonna just stay with you for a month. I'm gonna find my own place. Girl, I got real cozy in there. Real cozy.
That's what friends are for,
Yeah.
though.
Turned into
Yes.
6 months, but we had a great time.
We
I'm
did.
sorry.
We
Yeah.
did. It was a lot of bonding.
It was.
Yeah. That's so cute.
So people say Atlanta and Houston are similar. Do y'all feel like that?
I don't.
I
No.
feel like that now, like how Houston is becoming and like what it is now. Yeah.
Houston is
like,
a party place.
you like it?
No,
Y'all
Houston,
like
I
party. I can't
love
keep up.
Houston. I can't go back after
Really?
that. Like, the way
It's
I
like
just
2
showed
days,
out.
burnt out.
Yeah.
The way I
No,
just
We
showed
show
out.
our ass in Houston.
We tell everybody that, like, look, Sunday Fun Day in Houston.
Oh, it's different.
It's crazy.
Baby.
It's different. You're going to be out from 9 a.m. to 9
9
p.m.
a.m.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you're going to be burnt at 9. You're going to be burnt by 9 p.m. You might make it to the strip club. You might make it to Area 29.
Gotta make
Oh,
it to
I'm
Area.
gonna go too
Got
far.
to.
That's a must. I'm not going to
Got
Houston if I'm not
to.
going
We're
to
not
area.
going to the strip
But if
club.
nobody booked me, Houston books me.
Yeah.
So
you do get booked a lot.
a lot. I was like, do y'all remember I used to live here? I'm like, dang, Jayda White.
They will book me
say y'all
every
look
night.
Like, I'm like, Dre, tell us. So we gonna get a little
They
check real
always
quick.
be saying that.
They
Oh my
say that all the
god.
time in the comments.
They always be saying that.
Yes.
As far as Houston men, do y'all feel like hospitality wise, are they nice? Because I feel like
I think they're nice.
Yeah, I do.
yeah, like
Yeah.
as
I
far as
feel
being a
like-
gentleman and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's just like a Southern man thing.
Yeah.
I think Southern men just have this natural hospitality. So I definitely think Houston men have that for sure.
Yeah. And I feel like Atlanta has a lot of like people transfers here, but the men here in general tend to be more like a little Hollywood, kind of full of themselves. They the bad bitches out here,
Right.
Exactly.
For real.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So
for sure.
I think that
Me
Houston
too.
men are still kind of like they're still gentlemen, and they'll still make you
Down
feel
to
like
earth
you're
a
the
little bit.
prize.
Yeah.
And,
Because out there, a lot of the dudes still like real country dudes. You know,
Yeah.
like, that be living like a simple life. Like a lot of them niggas got horses and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
They be having land. They be having
Yeah,
trucks.
they be having oil
Texas
money.
for real.
Yeah, but just like you'll see a guy driving like a Ford truck, but it's like $100,000 truck.
Right.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just different. It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, period. I've never dealt with nobody from Houston, so I wanted to know.
Switch it up a little bit.
Get you one.
Never know.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
I'm not living out anyway. You might as well.
They
Hey, Houston every other Friday.
I know they be
Oh,
pulling
we-
up to see you.
A week.
I be so drunk, I don't see nobody.
Soon as we leave camp,
I'm
hair sweated out, edges gone.
Okay, so let's dive right into the episode of what we really here for. So I don't know if y'all saw the podcast or like the viral clips of the Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant. I mean,
Grant.
I don't know if y'all seen the podcast with Cam Newton and Dr. Grant about talking about low function men and just the era we're in now as being women and how men operate. So like I want to get more into that. So go ahead, lead us all back, girl.
So, do y'all feel like men are functioning like lower at an all-time low nowadays?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know what? I think it's kind of like it's like a circle of men and women doing it because they're only doing what we're allowing.
Okay, accountability. we
yeah.
love accountability.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I try not to get into the whole like gender war thing a lot because we used to do that a lot. But I feel like we are in a day and age where men feel like they are the prize just because they have money.
Yeah.
And that they are the cream of the crop just because they have money. You are and I'm not talking about anybody particular. I'm not saying Cam, but I'm just saying a man can be a bad father. He can be a bad lover, a bad partner, a horrible son, a horrible friend. But he feels like I'm that nigga because I have money and you should be honored to be here. So I think, and in turn, women are making them feel that way just because they have money and they can buy them a Chanel bag.
Facts.
So I think everybody is kind of
Functioning low. That's a great.
It really
you just ate that up.
Yeah.
Friend, you did that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth.
It's
is.
very much the truth.
I think, and I always say this because even when Poor Mind started, we had a whole thing where we would call them BDBs, and we would like, girl, if you don't have you a BDB, you need to send him to the curb. But
What's
I
a
think
BDB?
A big dick
baller.
baller. So that's what we. But that's, I mean, but we started the show when I was what 27. You were 20.
Yeah, so your mindset changes.
Yeah.
The mindset changes, and it's like now that we're like making our own money, and like we have just our mind has elevated, and I realized like I was functioning low with my thought process. So I think a lot of it is just like everybody is kind of like grasping at straws and trying to figure out why it's everybody else. And it's like, y'all need to look within.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did. Because when I tell you, when I upgraded my mentality, I started attracting better men. In my dating life, even if I was dating somebody and it didn't work out, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
And
It taught
we
you
could go
something.
separate ways. And I was like, you know what? This didn't work out, but it was a good time. Like, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's definitely both ways.
You're doing more reflecting than projecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
I agree.
I love
A
that.
I feel like
Word.
most of the emphasis, like the number one emphasis is money. So that's like allowing these niggas to not have to really do the work.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't really
in their
need to
healing.
do the self work. They don't need to really make sure they're an upstanding guy. As long as you got money, that's all that matters.
Right.
Right, like, can you even help me change my tire?
Do you pray?
Do you
have a
pray?
good relationship with your mama?
Literally, these niggas don't even take the trash out no more.
Right.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
You know
Little
how to do
stuff.
it. Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. I feel like money is like the main characteristic we go after nowadays. Well, especially being young, that's the only thing you think to go after.
For sure.
Especially in this industry, everything is like we moving fast. Everybody see girls getting cars, girls getting this, girls getting that. So it's like that's what we want. But it's like, is this person really a good person, or is he just a nigga with some money?
They're too focused on like looking for a way out.
The exterior.
You know? They're just looking for a way out instead of, like you said, just doing the work on yourself. Like become your own boss, so you can attract somebody that's meeting you where you at.
Yeah,
I agree. Because I always feel like, I mean, of course, everybody wants a man who's ambitious, successful. You know what I'm saying? But that just can't be it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we trying to steer the girls into the light.
and I just feel like, unfortunately, I think I've said this before on our podcast too, the niggas is just not doing it no more. Like, they not really falling for that no more.
Yeah.
Like, they've been wanting to find the girls who really got something going on.
Yeah.
Like, they not really
times are changing.
Oh, look,
what
we
we
used to
said,
bat
the
on
economy is
eyelashes,
the
swing a little ass a little bit.
Motherfuckers getting a little tired of that shit.
The niggas getting a little tired of that shit.
Shit.
They're like, what else?
Yeah.
What else?
Because everybody is fine these days.
Right. I always tell
Everybody
some
is
fine shit around the
fine.
corner.
I always tell everybody around me that like it's so much more than just being cute. Because being cute gonna get you through the door, but like who you are and what you have and what you have to bring to the table is what's gonna keep you in that door.
I agree.
So it's like, and also I do feel like men can smell like when you just hungry or looking for a come up. Like they gonna treat you like that. They treating you like, damn, this bitch really trying to work her move
She
on
think
me.
she finessing
She think she finessing me,
but
so now I'm really about to play you.
They play a part too because they always advocating like they don't want a girl to do nothing. Like, oh yeah, just chill. Or if you too busy, it's like they don't like that. But
That's the manipulation
let you
tactic.
really start sitting on your ass.
That's when they go outside. That's manipulation.
And then they don't want you nowhere. Now they gonna go find somebody who
got motion.
who got motion, who getting their own money after they done stopped you from getting your own money. So it's like,
And that's what I always
They play a
tell the
part.
girls too. Don't be afraid of starting over. Like, I found myself in a situation with a guy. It was like on and off for 7 years, and I was just like, I have to make this work because I put all this time in and this and that.
Right.
And it was just like, for what? Like, you cannot be afraid of starting over and betting on yourself.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like a billion people in the world, you know. So it's like if a situation is not working out, nothing should feel forced.
You have
You know
kids?
what I mean?
No, right?
No, not yet.
Y'all
Oh,
know
not
kids?
yet.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
wanna
want
have
kids?
I do. I want to have like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids are fun, but take y'all time for sure. Like, it's not a rush.
People always say
It's not a
that.
rush.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take my time.
But like, I bring that up because you're like, it's okay to start over. But when you have a kid,
It's harder.
it's not that
Yeah.
easy to say that. And
Yeah.
I always be trying to tell people this. Like, it's so easy to be like that when you don't have a kid. Because that's why I be telling my friends, like, bitch, yeah, your heart might be broke, but you ain't got no baby.
Yeah.
You could get the fuck on. So that's the difference when it's like you got a child and you are trying to build something for your child. It's like, dang.
I mean,
So
because
what
who
is
don't want to make their family work?
Yeah, it's
you
like,
know?
is it really that easy?
Right.
So what is like the criteria? Like if you're dating, like when do you feel like you would introduce your son to somebody?
that's tricky.
Loyal so messy. I don't know, honestly.
What they
All
was
these
saying on
new age,
TikTok?
these new, what they call them?
He gonna get on there, not gonna yai.
Yeah.
Not gonna yai.
Honestly,
Mommy's
Not
on the
gonna
date.
him. Mommy's on a date.
yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know about that.
Lawyer gonna have a lot to
Honestly,
say.
I haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
Like to really,
Consider.
like I'm surrendering to a man, and I'm like, okay, now it's time for you to meet my son.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
I
not
just
even-
he don't need to know my personal business
Yeah.
at all because he is very fucking messy
But that's smart though. I feel like that's better than like just introducing him to
to anybody.
everybody.
Yeah, I don't play that.
And you know what's crazy? Because one thing I say about men, they will introduce anybody to their kids.
They will.
Yeah.
And then be girls that be like, girl, I met his daughter. Girl, we all did.
Right,
Right.
but no value in.
We all
That
know
means
love.
nothing.
We all
That
know
means
love.
absolutely
They don't
nothing.
be there, and they be having everybody around.
We
their
put
kids.
more value in that. We be like,
Yeah.
like,
The mama.
I have to really be serious about you,
Right.
to meet my child. Men, they just be like,
Yeah, I don't play
this
that.
one I'm fucking with right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the reason Dr. Grant called him low functioning is because he has 8 kids and she feels like he has a lot of broken homes. So, do y'all feel like marriage is bigger than having a baby with somebody?
A bigger commitment.
Because he basically was saying that he's scared of marriage. And I don't want to make this about him, but the episode
Right.
was so viral that I feel like every
It
woman
was
should
sparked a lot of
eye-opening, too.
yeah, it was
conversations.
very eye
was
opening. I was
shocking.
like taking notes while I was watching
Yes.
it because it was
It was
like,
crazy.
dang, it was very like
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think that's crazy when people say that. I think that's absolutely insane. I think children are a way bigger commitment than marriage because children are forever. People always love to say that 18-year thing, but it's okay, yeah, y'all have to communicate more during that 18 years, but like this person is in your life forever. Y'all gonna have the same grandchildren. This is always gonna be y'all child. So all of these milestones that they meet, even in adulthood, y'all are gonna have to still see each other and be around each other. So I think it's way more of a commitment. Once a marriage is dissolved, especially if there's no children involved, you don't have to deal with that person. You don't have to talk to them.
Y'all really could go y'all separate ways. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't think about it that way. The grandkids. You
got to
with a baby mama. You got to see that girl forever.
Literally. And I think so deep as far as like funerals and stuff like this is a lifelong thing. And to me, marriage is lifelong as well because I don't believe in divorce for real. I feel like once you married to a person, you married to them forever. Biblically, that's how it works. But
it is.
I feel like they both are huge commitments. And I feel like men nowadays are just doing it like it's nothing. Like, that's my baby mama. Oh, we don't talk no more. Like,
yeah, it's so crazy.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Like,
and I remember I watched an interview with Michelle Obama. And she said, like, during her marriage with Barack, they had, like, it was like a 6 or 7 years where they just were not seeing eye to eye for 6 or 7 years.
Yep, I seen that.
And it's like the level of, commitment. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I do think that kids are a bigger commitment than marriage, but honestly, I feel like if you do it right, they both kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You you have to, focus on a child, but you also have to focus on your marriage as well.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like I could not see myself just like having a baby with anybody.
Yeah. Right.
And just being like, oh, I'm finna make a little check real quick. He got money.
Yes.
Or I'm trying to trap this girl so she don't leave me alone. It's crazy to me to bring a human being in this world who is innocent. Now they got to deal with y'all's back and forth.
A broken home. Right.
Just for weird reasons why you decided to bring them here. So.
That's why you have to be so intentional. And I feel like that is a reason why I only have one.
Yeah.
Because I see the impact that it has on my child of me and the father not always seeing eye to eye. So it's like, I can't do that again. Right. I want to at least do it when I'm married. If I'm married, I don't want to just play like that no more. And that is when I did have a different mindset, because if I had the mindset I had now, I would have waited to have a child. But everything happened. I had to go through that in order to get to this point. Like, I ain't playing like that no more. Because this shit is serious.
But I do say your situation was different because you were with this person. You were in love. I'm pretty sure at the time you thought y'all were going to be together forever.
Right.
So it was a definitely like your child was made out of love.
Yeah, but just because you with a person, that don't mean it's time for y'all to have a baby.
Right. Yeah. Agreed.
But because everything. That's why I advocate wait, because a lot of things change after a baby is involved. It's like the respect that a man had for you before you have his child. It's like they know you're gonna be here forever. So it's just like,
and I don't know, the era
I feel like that.
People just give up a little too easy. Like even with like marriage, like what? Y'all just getting a divorce? Huh? What happened to 6 years of sticking it out? Like we ain't gonna see eye to eye every day. Like people just think everybody's super accessible and it's fucking it up.
It's crazy.
So what's like? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go. Oh, I was just gonna say to add on to that. Me and my boyfriend, we always say like, we not gonna like each other every day, but I love you every day.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm choosing to love you today. I don't like you today. Like when we get into it, sometimes like we always kind of lighten up the mood. He be like, I don't like you right now. I'm like, okay, let me go mind my business.
Right.
I'll be back though. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just like the effort that you have to make and to realize like what's happening in this moment. Hey, we're not seeing eye to eye. That's okay. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say, like, what's an example of something where you feel like people are giving up too early? Like, what would be a deal breaker for you where you like, okay, I have to divorce you now?
That's crazy because that's literally our next question.
Really?
Like, what's a non-negotiable? Like, what's your non-negotiable?
Y'all are so good at that.
I'm getting.
Look, we just keeping it going. Look, we done jumped ahead of y'all.
And I'm sorry, y'all. No, it's fine. I love it because I hope it just flow organically. Period. I think a non-negotiable for me would be like cheating, like stepping out. Like I can do your attitudes. I can do us like, we not seeing eye to eye. Like, okay, you need your space. But when you go to step out, that's like.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I used to be that girl that was like, I thought it wasn't a deal breaker until I got cheated on.
Yeah, you can't see past it.
It broke me so bad, and it was to the point to where like I was questioning myself as a woman.
Ooh, that's when you know it's
and then I had to realize girl, you're amazing.
Right.
You're beautiful. You funny. You got so much going on for yourself. Just because he fucked up and he can't get himself together,
Right.
that has nothing to do with you.
Right.
Only to find out, because y'all know I'm messy and I'm nosy, so I be getting all his tea still. Only to find out he doing the same thing to the next girl.
It was never you.
It was never
the problem.
And
me.
it's
It
rarely
has
ever
nothing
the
to do with
woman.
you.
It's everything to do with
Never.
him and nothing to do with you.
I literally had a moment like a few months ago where I really got on my knees and I thanked God for getting me, because it was at one point I was like, how am I going to leave this man? And I just never thought I was going to get out of it. And when I got out of it and I'm like, I'm on the other side, I'm healthy, I'm in a healthy relationship, I'm happy, and I was just like, it was never me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I realized, like, some women can deal with cheating. You know, like, some people, it's not a deal breaker for them. They're understanding. And it's no shade to them, but I know what cheating does for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's more than just the physical thing. It's about
Yeah.
that trust that you broke. You know what I mean?
And you just,
It's so
like
hard
you
to
just
come
said,
back from
you
it.
start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
Like, now you looking at yourself. That does something to you mentally.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, for
you
sure.
know, like, you can't keep putting yourself. We got to be very intentional with the situations we put ourselves in. Because it can change us completely. Like,
Literally.
2 years from now, we're not even the same person. Like, I don't even glow like I used to.
Yes.
Because
Oh, facts.
I let you
Ooh,
suck
friend, yes.
Everything.
Because you
very
can be
true.
whole
Cannot afford
and
that.
then you get with a broken man and he break you.
Break you down.
Child, I
Because
was
he
on the
don't know how to
show,
love properly.
Wigs pushed back.
And that ain't said by
lash
God, baby.
lifting.
God ain't gonna send you that. I mean, he gonna send you
He
some
not.
challenges. He may not send you a perfect man, but
Yeah.
when it comes to you mentally, like it's really fucking with you like that, that's when we gotta just throw the towel in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like as I'm getting older, my mindset as far as that is changing, because I used to feel like all men cheat. Like, it's gonna happen.
Same.
I
Like,
used to
it's
feel
gonna
that way,
happen
too.
and shit, as long as I don't hear about it. But now I do not, like, I'm not going for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, it's either me or them.
Yeah.
And I'm not settling.
Yeah.
Period. Like, I just can't. The woman I am, the mindset I have is like, I'm not going for that shit no more. So that's why I've been single for so long. Because it's like, unless you come in correct, like checking off all the boxes, of course, like the attitudes, a man just being a man, I could deal with that. But the
Right.
cheating and like the stepping out and the having both,
Yeah,
I
like,
can't.
that's
I can't sit in the
non-negotiable.
house and just act like I'm okay
And
with
know
that shit.
that you-
I'm not
yeah.
okay with that
No,
shit.
it's
And I
fucking-
never was okay with it, but I did used to just like
Turn a
turn
blind
my
eye.
like turn my cheek to it.
I've been there before.
Same.
I understand.
Who we all have. I
Yeah.
can't see.
I'm blind.
Right. So how do y'all feel like y'all got over that? Did it take for a situation to just pull that out of you? Like, I can't do this shit no more. This is the last straw. It broke you down to the point you like, no. Or it was just one of those things that it took years for you to get to that point.
Yeah.
I think it just came with maturity, because I feel like a mature man who really wants to be with you, he's not going to have multiple women. For
Facts.
me, I do feel like I don't necessarily, I was talking to you about this yesterday. I don't necessarily feel like cheating is a deal breaker if it happened one time.
Yeah.
Like, if it happened one time and you seem like you're genuinely sorry and I really feel like you're not going to do the shit again, then okay, maybe we could try to make it work. But a lot of these niggas is habitual cheaters. Like, they're
Like, this is
cheating
just what
on
they
you.
do.
Yeah.
This is what they're going to do.
And they make every time seem like they sorry.
Right. And if you
Yes.
let him get over and you let him get past it, he's going to keep doing it to you. It's never going to be no stopping.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you have to know what type of man you dealing with. Like, some men are just very immature. And like I said, a mature man is not going to do that to you if he really loves you and
Facts.
want to be with you, because he's going to be too afraid to lose you.
But it's like married men do it too.
Yeah.
So
Child.
it's like where like
They
you
do.
can put your trust in a person and it's still like, yeah, they might do it once, but you think one time is really going to be the only time they do it. Like,
I think
does it
what-
really
I feel
work
there
like
are
that?
men who have cheated one time and then they didn't do it again, but then you got the ones that they said they wasn't gonna do it again and they kept doing
They
it.
see
I'm
they
so
can get
broken.
away
I'm
with
like,
never
yeah,
know.
you did it one time, yeah, and I didn't find out about it again because you learned how to do it better.
Right. You learn how to do it better and be more sneaky.
And I
Yes.
think I-
It's just so messed up.
You have to
It
be in a
is.
situation. That's what I learned. Like, you have to be with a man who is like not okay with risking you.
Right.
Like, I'm not even taking the risk of losing this girl.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? And I think for me, like I said, this situation I was speaking on, it was like God made. I hit rock bottom. Like, my mom had passed away, and I'm like trying to like confide in him. I'm running to him, and like literally, like I'm in his house grieving, and he outside.
That's
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, it's like it was like it just hit me one morning. I woke up, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
used to
couldn't
be
even
trying
breathe.
it
I couldn't
for
even
sure.
breathe properly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think for me, it's like sometimes it'll be a situation where you just kind of like, you know, you go through something and it breaks you. Or I always say this on the show. I say, God will like, he'll throw a grain of sand at you. Mm-hmm. Then he'll, you know, throw a rock.
I saw that episode.
But baby, then he gonna throw that boulder on your ass. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful. But just like, it's that point where I was like, I have to listen.
Yeah.
Like, what more? He's like, what more do
Yeah.
you want me to show you, girl?
Right.
So I think it's like I said, it just be certain things like, you don't think it's a deal breaker because you're trying to like make things work and force it. And then something happens, you're like, oh shit, this is a deal breaker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And if you want a girl who okay with you cheating on them, like it's plenty of girls who be cool with
plenty
poly
of girls.
relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I hate when men be having you in a relationship, like a poly relationship, and you don't know.
And you the only one.
Right.
All the other parties know. All the other parties be cool with it because they know about you.
And I'm over here
and
sitting in
that's
the
how they make
house.
it work.
And
I'm
you
over here
have
sitting in the
no
house,
idea.
heartbroken, sad, crying.
Okay.
Everybody else out living their best life. Hold
They
up,
already
bitch.
know what's up.
For real, do y'all feel like so women make it easier? Like women be making it easy for men to cheat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I feel like men be knowing a lot of the time the woman not gonna leave.
Yeah, that's the only reason they keep
They
doing
not
it.
gonna leave. The side girls be cool with it. I mean, I had a homeboy. He told me a story about like how he used to be in the club and like his partner would like his wife would be in the section, his side pieces would be in the section, but
girl, we done
his
seen all
other
that.
friends would entertain them.
Been there.
We don't see all
Yeah,
that.
like they in the
I
section.
done been in a situation like
But
that.
the wife don't even know that
Don't
the side
even
girl's in the
know.
section, but the whole time the side girl
Like, girl, she
is
here,
aware.
girl. She here,
And she
girl.
will literally have a
Shaping
nerve.
her
She probably sit on the
friend.
other side of the man, rubbing his bag while the song
Literally.
playing. You don't even know you right there.
And to pass you a shot in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
being friendly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It get treacherous out here.
It is.
Side chick culture.
And that's why I feel like men gonna forever cheat as long as it's girls who willing to be the side piece. Men are
yeah.
gonna forever cheat. Why not?
Facts.
If you can have your cake and eat it too, why would you not do that?
Yeah.
I don't play that. If you got a girlfriend, I'm running. Like
Yeah.
I can't do it because I don't like when that shit get done to me.
Yeah, that karma is real. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie.
And it's gonna come back.
In my younger 20s, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care. Like
Yeah.
I used to be like outside, man. That shit. Look, karma is real, y'all.
It's so real. I don't even play like
It
that.
Don't do it.
Like if I know, like, and you publicly have a girlfriend, like I ain't messing with you.
I feel you.
I
I
can't
always
do that.
been like that too. I
Yeah.
don't like dealing with dudes who got girlfriends,
Because
wives.
it gets
none of that.
messy.
I'm too possessive and I want you all to myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the way I rock, it's just gonna be something in me. You make me mad, I'm gonna tell her. So it's like I'm not even gonna play like that with myself.
As a woman.
Yeah. Not even come to her as a woman, but you gonna know. I'm not about to be over here fucked up and you just over there
We
happy
finna
as
rock
hell.
together.
Nah, yeah. So that's why I don't even do it because I know how I am.
She said, "If I'm hurt, you hurt too."
We
bitch.
finna break all these homes.
So like,
All
are
these
y'all
hoes.
the type to like go fishing for stuff just to see if your man cheating, or it's just like something that gotta fall in your lap? Like,
Oh, he gotta fall in my lap.
I ain't going
'cause
fishing.
The one time, I always prided myself when I was younger on being a girl who don't go through a nigga phone. Like
That's
I'm
me
not,
real bad.
I'm not going through your
Period.
phone. I'm not looking through your DMs.
Friend, you know I don't play that.
I'm not doing none of that shit.
I done had a perfect
I did
opportunity.
that shit one time, y'all. When I was like
Ooh, you was
27. I think
sick.
I was like 26, 27. This dude that I was dating, he was like, oh, he needed to delete some stuff from his Instagram because he would always reboot his Instagram at the beginning of the year. So he was like, oh, can you help me delete these pictures from my phone? So he gave me his other phone. So I'm like deleting the stuff, but then he not paying attention. So I'm like,
Let me go scheming.
I should look through his DMs. Y'all, when I say I saw like 3 girls that he was sending the exact same messages that he used to be
Copy and
sending to
paste.
me on Instagram, telling them he
Yeah,
loved
men
them,
are
calling them the
sick,
same
yo.
nicknames, everything, y'all. And when I say I lost so much weight, like I lost like 15 pounds, no
She
lie.
wouldn't
eat
In like 2
nothing.
weeks, I was just so sad and so depressed
Yeah.
that I was like, I'm never doing that shit again.
Yeah, I don't play
You
that.
can't pay me to do it now. Like, it ruined my life.
I don't like how it make me feel.
Yeah.
Like, it's too invasive.
But
I
you'll
don't
do
even
it,
know.
friend.
I'm not
You
gonna
don't
go
be
through-
scared. I don't see how you do it.
Oh, you'll look through them.
I don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But I have, and
Yeah.
I will. If
I'll
I
say-
feel the urge, but I don't like how it make me feel. Though. I feel
Yeah.
bad. I be like, I'm invading somebody. Like this
Yeah.
privacy, because I didn't have my phone going through. And
Yeah,
it
me too.
disgusted me with the person. I'm like,
Why would you do
how
that?
could you invade my privacy
Yeah.
like that? Like I'm talking to my friends. Like,
Yeah.
like it's It's certain things you just don't do. So I was like, I don't want to do that to nobody.
Yeah.
I don't go through phones, but like I'll be fishing though. Like I might. I'm going on. I got my little fake page, so I be going look at her stories. That his mirror in the background. Is that his headboard? Like. I'm and now in my relationship, I don't even feel the need to do that.
Because you're so comfortable.
It's
love
so
that.
comfortable. Like I always know where he at. He always know. We got each other location.
I love that.
Okay, yeah.
It ain't no.
You in a real grown relationship,
Yeah,
so you don't even gotta go fishing.
Ain't no funny business.
You are the fish. Hello,
Yes, girl. None of that.
Period.
Like I don't even know like how I would start to like spy on him. I don't have to because we're always together.
Y'all are always honest with each other.
Always honest. Like it be stuff that be going on. Like when girls will text him or call him, he be like, "Babe, let me tell you what this hoe did." I'm like, "What she did, boo?"
I love that.
You know
love
what
that
I'm
for
saying?
you.
So yeah, I just feel like I'm in a space where I don't have to do that. But if the opportunity presents itself, baby, I'll go fishing.
That's
now.
me.
Yeah,
Go
no,
look.
If the opportunity presents
Yeah.
itself, I'm not gonna question what God just put in my face. Is all I'm
I
saying.
fell asleep. A nigga fall asleep with the phone in his hand a lot, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm not playing like that.
Yeah.
I know niggas is doing shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I can't do it, friend.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, if he doing some shit, it's gonna come to the light.
Every
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a
find out when I
dream,
need to find
it's gonna come to
out.
the light.
lot.
Something is gonna fall in my lap,
Yeah.
and it do every time.
It does.
Every time.
And then when you do go through somebody's phone, it's like you want to keep doing it. You got that. It's like you didn't open the seal, so now you can't stop. It's like you're gonna always have that urge to know everything that's going on, and that's just unhealthy.
It really is.
Because certain things you're not supposed to know. I don't want to know what you're talking about all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And then I also look at it like I'm not going through yours, so don't go through mine.
Yeah.
That's
And I don't
true.
want to give you a reason for you to feel like, okay, well now I got to go through yours because
Yeah,
you don't
nah,
went
we
through
ain't gonna
mine.
start
No,
that.
we ain't even gonna open that. But my phone used to get gone through every night.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
I used to be laying on the pillow. I feel, but I used to have nothing in there because I'm up. You used to feel the hand go under the pillow.
The whole time they think you sleep.
Bitch, I'm up. I know ain't nothing in there. I just deleted it. All I used to do is not like cheating shit.
You know what you said?
No, but I used to be talking shit with my friends.
That's
and
what
that's
I
what
was
we
saying.
do.
You don't need to sit around talking to a
It ain't
whole
even
ass nigga
about-
with a bird chest.
Yeah.
Like, mind your business.
That ain't even
so
about. It ain't even about niggas. It's
Yeah.
about like I'm literally talking shit about you as
talking-
girls gonna do with their
You being
friends.
invasive. You need to
Yes, like that's
When you make me
weird.
mad, I'm talking about
group
you,
chat.
your mama, your
Everybody.
sister,
Oh, we
your
go
bald-headed
low.
baby.
Yeah.
Everybody catching straight.
Y'all, we
Right.
always say if people saw our DM
Oh my God.
Oh,
and
yeah.
our text messages, we would be canceled.
I think about that
Facts.
constantly.
if they
Us
ever
too.
got leaked, like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, I be
Same
like,
with
We
us.
be going low to this.
Ooh. I be like, somebody get posted on my like, look at this bitch.
yeah, that's us real bad, y'all.
Yeah, we real bad at it.
So how do y'all feel like the role of social media in relationships? Do y'all feel like posting your partner? Are y'all here for it or no?
I'm gonna post it when we walking down the aisle.
Yeah. Oh, I
we
don't
was
know,
just
but y'all
having this
know we in our
conversation.
30s now. So like, I just feel like when I put the next, I'm not gonna say the next time because I ain't never really.
Maybe.
Have I ever really posted it?
Like public relationships? Have you ever been in?
No, I don't think
Neither
I
one of us have.
Yeah, he gonna have to be my husband.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
has
mad
to
at
be
that at
my
all.
And I think honestly for us, all of us in this space, it's different because if any of us post a guy, like especially y'all, it's like, oh my gosh, Dez is here, and oh my gosh, Jayda
gonna
is
be
here.
everywhere.
Yeah, and it's just like if y'all break, we can't go through a breakup like a normal person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's like
the hard
people
part.
are so invested. So until I have that commitment, y'all don't need to know anything that's going on. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I share things when I'm dating somebody, but we always give them nicknames.
Yeah.
It's never like, I think for me, like I said, the situation I'm in now, like people see us outside. It's not
Yeah,
like,
it's like y'all not hiding.
yeah, it's a difference between being a secret and being private. We're
Yeah.
very private.
Yeah.
It's not a secret. It's just private. Like if you know, cool, whatever. But
Right.
it ain't nothing that I got to be like, oh y'all, this my man. Like
Yeah.
I don't have nothing to prove.
Yeah,
I love that.
Me too.
I feel like that
don't
too.
know. I was
that's how I
like
am.
in a relationship recently and we just broke up, but we're still trying to like figure out if we want to get back together. And I was ready to post him, and now I'm glad I didn't.
You was,
Yeah.
you was ready to post?
Yes, I was ready to. I mean, we were together for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know you was
yeah.
ready to post.
I was
Yeah.
in that space, but then it's like at the beginning of the summer we broke up because we just been having like differences. You know, like sometimes you and a person just don't be aligning.
Yep.
mentally.
And that happens because we
Right.
all change it every day.
And see, I think that's what sometimes makes it harder to break up. Like, it's harder to break up when it wasn't like any transgression. Like, they didn't do anything fucked up to you. Y'all just not
seeing eye to eye. Yeah.
So I just feel like, I was ready to post him, but now I'm like, okay, glad I waited.
Yeah, everything happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sometimes y'all need that down season.
Yeah.
And y'all may rekindle.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I just look at it like, until you really have something secure, it's no need to put it out for everybody to see, because monitoring spirits are real. Motherfuckers be watching just for some shit to happen, or you post a meme. Oh, look, her and that nigga must be into it. Like, it's just too much when people know you have. Yes, when people know you have a person, because once it go left, it's like.
I hate when they do that to you online.
It's
I feel
so
like you
bad.
was already popping and already popular before you had a baby with him.
They love to try to just take away.
They gonna
from a
discredit
woman.
anything.
They always.
They
They
just
just
try to
try to
discredit us all the time.
Even the women too. Like, it's sad. Like, everybody just doing.
And that's
it.
what
Well,
I said,
the women too, for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, it's the same thing for you, you know, because you had dated somebody popular. So how do you feel when that be happening? Because you you are extremely low key too.
Yeah, I feel like if y'all see me, like, I've moved on with my life, just do the same thing.
Right.
Like, stop bringing this same thing up that y'all used to see. If y'all don't see it no more, everybody just get on the same boat.
Yeah, don't ask me about.
But it don't bother me. It don't bother me like it used to. But like, one thing I do hate is like moments for me. I hate when they get correlated to, you know what I mean? I hate when they try to do that. Like, take my moments away from me and make it.
Cause y'all got some tough skin. Cause I feel like me and Dre got tough skin, but I'm so sensitive.
But we also not like on that level.
On that
like y'all are where everybody.
Yeah, but one day y'all will be to where it's like
y'all gotta have
blogs
tough skin.
and it's like you ain't got no choice but to learn how to cope through that shit. How do y'all feel about y'all partner posting y'all? Are y'all opposed to it, or is one of those things like, that's cute, like, show me off?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if he posted me.
I mean,
but then I would kind of feel the pressure.
Now I gotta post you.
Yeah.
But I feel like the girls normally.
Now.
I feel like the girls normally break the ice though. So if a man do it, is that just opening the door for us to post each other?
If you post me, I ain't gonna tell you not to.
Right.
If that's what you want to do.
How you feel, Lex? I would feel sometimes.
You really?
I mean, like I need to get. I need to approve of it first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I need to know
it gotta be a conversation.
Yeah, I just don't want to, because especially like if you're dating somebody who's popular and they have a lot of followers, like, because like I said, I don't want to keep bringing him up, but like for the Cam Newton situation, like he's a very popular man. So when he talks about his relationships and things like that, you're subjecting your girlfriend to scrutiny.
Yeah.
Facts.
So don't throw me to the wolves.
Okay, you're right.
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
even
saying?
think about
opening
it
a can of
like that.
worms.
Yeah. So it's like, don't throw me to the wolves. Like, sometimes I feel like, look, you need to tell him, hey, when they talk about relationships, say next topic, nigga.
Right.
I don't want to do this. I'm just trying to make my applesauce, breastfeed my baby.
But men, they don't know how to do that.
I'm saying.
They not doing that.
Like, please.
Yeah, you caught up all in the crossfire.
Yeah, so I think I'm cool. Like, I don't want that. Like I said, tune into Poor Minds. That's all you need to do.
Facts. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, like, I don't want the whole
So
attention.
if he came to you, you'll be like, nah, babe.
I'm like, but I mean, he's so chill and cool. Like, we just, cause like I said, we be going places together. Like, he
Like,
be
it's no
posting that he
secret.
there.
Yeah.
I be posting. Like I said, it's not.
So that's the same thing. That's the same thing as y'all being public.
So it's like, y'all know, but it ain't.
We don't gotta
like,
confirm it.
We're brothers.
Yeah.
We're happy. Like, no, we ain't finna do all that. But it's just like, yeah.
But it's like people know, yeah.
It's not, but it's no pressure.
Yeah.
Cause like then, like, cause one thing I hate content couples.
Yeah.
I
They
hate
be setting
content
a trap
couples.
up.
Oh my God, it bothers me
Doing
so bad.
TikToks and
So
stuff.
Yeah.
I never want people to be like,
Yawning.
oh my gosh, Lex, you should start vlogging with him and y'all should no.
Yeah.
Well, that's so
Now
cringe.
my brand had turned into a relationship brand. Now when we break up, everybody kept trying to correlate. It's like,
Yes, then you got to get on
let's
TikTok.
not forget
like,
why we here.
Right.
Hey,
Now you got to
guys,
keep updating people.
we
Like,
broke up.
Yeah.
Literally,
We're
that's-
not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
so how do y'all feel about y'all men like being like super active on social media, like liking girls' pics, commenting, Finstas?
Oh,
Y'all going for the Finsters? Can y'all men have a Finsta?
No.
I don't think so. He bet not.
What do you need a Finsta for?
Yeah.
They got them nowadays.
They
They
do.
might be
have
having
nowadays.
nowadays.
I don't like that. I feel like why
What
if you have to
for?
have a page that you post stuff on that you can't post on your regular page,
What you
I don't
doing?
like that. And then I know you wouldn't add me to it.
Right.
They be real.
So I'll never really know what you're doing on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that.
So how y'all feel about y'all man following Rhodes?
Yeah, and
I don't care about
Yeah, I
that.
don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about liking, but now don't be in the comments with the heart eyes
Yeah,
and the
that's
bomb
too
emojis
much.
Like
and
fly.
fire. Don't be doing all
Don't
that.
be
But
all
if you liking
careful.
pictures, I don't care about that.
Because you making me look crazy. Because why you in her comments?
Yeah, that's
with the
too much.
bombs
That's
and
taking
the
it too
heart
far.
up, that's
That's
too
too
much.
much.
Commenting is too much, but liking, I don't
I don't
mind
care
that.
I
about
think
the
the likes is a
either.
little too much.
You do?
Oh.
I be like, well, you know what?
Because
I
now
said
it's showing.
I like.
I would hate to be scrolling and then I see, okay, this cute girl. She cute, no shade. Like, it don't have nothing to do with the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
But my man is say so and so and others like.
Yeah, ain't nobody want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
I don't know. It don't bother me. Because I think because how my mind works on social media, I scroll. If I follow you, I'm liking your stuff.
That's
Yeah,
us real
same.
bad.
So it's like I'm just.
Oh my god, everybody get a like.
I'm
Yeah.
scrolling. Everybody gets a like because I feel like that's what social media is for.
We're supposed to be liking
We're
each other's
supposed to,
stuff.
and I think that's why social media is kind of messed up now because it used to be fun. It used to be
So
now people gotta
serious.
hide they likes
Yeah.
and all this stuff. It's like you're supposed to like people's content.
Yeah.
So I don't take it as he want to be with her and he trying to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
It's a fine picture, or maybe he's just interacting and engaging. Like I don't take it personal.
Too personal. Okay, I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah. What you think?
Oh.
They're strict.
She
She said,
I wouldn't like address it like, why the fuck you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say nothing, but
but it's
it's
still
like
it's a side eye.
side eye as fuck. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
is you
care. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It like stuff like that not moving me.
Yeah.
Because if I gotta be mad at you about a like, it's like so much other shit for me to really be mad at you about. If
We
you
got
gonna
some
fuck, you gonna
deeper-rooted
fuck.
issues.
If you gonna fuck, you gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe you was
that.
already gonna fuck.
If you
Yeah.
was gonna,
And half the time,
That's true.
the
It ain't
girls
the
that they
people-
want to fuck, they don't even
They
be
not
following
liking
them.
them.
They
They
not
not
the
liking.
one picture they ain't liking.
yeah. So it's like I ain't worried about no
So you
damn
ain't
like.
finding no tea. If he
That's
liking the
true.
girl picture, that ain't
There's
the one
too
that he
much
want.
these days.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
He not gonna be so obvious.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate to still be friends with your ex on social media?
Just on social media,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care about that. If they
Yeah.
still followed each other, but
I
like if
don't
y'all
care.
still texting
That's too much, friend.
or talking,
They
you
can't
think
be-
so that's too much.
On social media?
If
Why
y'all
the
don't
fuck
got no
y'all
reason to
still
be in
following each
contact,
other?
then y'all don't need to be in contact.
Why y'all still
that
cool?
Y'all ain't got no
following?
kids.
'cause
Why
need
y'all
to be-
following each other?
Okay.
If you ain't got no kids with that person, what is it to see?
Even if
I'm
you,
not
y'all don't
strict
need to be
enough, I
following
need to
each
put
other.
my foot down.
Like, I don't know. I guess when I look at, because I always try to look at things how I view them. So if I'm still following my ex, I don't even be, it
that
ain't
man.
like that.
I don't
I
want
don't
that man.
care.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I be
feel
trying to
that.
give other people the benefit of the doubt until you
Same.
show me different.
Yeah.
respect
When I
that.
tell you
respect
I
that.
follow some of my exes, but it's like, I don't even.
Interact.
But if you
You
put
are
your penis
you,
in somebody,
Girl, I am in a safe zone, but you
I'm
know what?
telling
We
you.
talked about this.
I love that.
We had a conversation and we were saying how like certain men bring certain things out in you.
That's a
Facts.
fact.
And in certain relationships, I was like fight or flight.
Right.
My nervous system was shook
Fuck.
and erupted, and but sometimes people bring you just such a ease. Like it be like I said, when me and my man, like our relationship ain't perfect at all, but it's like the things that we have disagreements about is way bigger and more important. Like because we're trying to build a future and we're trying to work towards something. I don't give a damn about no damn Instagram. That shit could shut down tomorrow.
Exactly.
It ain't gonna
None of
be.
this
So
matter.
yeah, I don't really care about social media. Just doesn't move me.
I love that.
When I get online, I used to be online all day and stuff like that used to bother me. But I was like, girl, log off.
Right.
Go outside.
Touch some grass.
Touch some grass. You know what I'm saying?
Come back to reality.
Yeah. I don't take social media serious at all.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, because I feel like when people be saying stuff like something happened, like we had posted a clip and it went viral and it was like, people were like, oh, cancel poor minds, cancel poor minds. I was like, let me just delete this and log off.
Yeah.
Girl, by the time I got back on, they was talking about something else.
Literally,
Yeah.
in the flow
Forget-
of
give it
time.
48 hours.
So,
They
yeah,
agree.
I just don't take the internet serious when it comes to any of that. So
I don't
yeah.
Y'all started y'all podcast back in 2016.
Yes.
Do y'all feel like the podcast has ever put pressure onto y'all's friendship?
Did it?
It was like a patch of time where we was like not even getting along. Like we hated each other. Yes.
Are y'all
Like,
serious?
When I say we hated each other, like I'm telling y'all, the episodes are still up. That's why I was like, these old episodes are so cringy. It was time frame where me and Lex did not like each other. Like, she would literally come to my house, because this was before we started recording in the studio. She would come to my house, we would record, and I would be like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
And she would be like, all right,
Bye. You sure you don't want me to
and then
stay?
we wouldn't talk the rest of the week until it was time for her to come
We
back
would literally
and
talk
record
on
again
Wednesdays, and that was
the
it.
next week. Like, we were not fucking with each other like that. Like, we definitely have been through our share of trials and tribulations in our friendship since we've started this podcast.
Yeah.
But I think now, because we still have, you still gonna have little issues with your friends every now and then. But I just think now people can't tell.
Yeah. Because when there was one, was that last year?
It was
at
last
the beginning
year.
of last year. We was not talking.
We weren't.
Baby, we
It
sat on
wasn't
that couch.
long. It was like a few weeks.
Yeah, but we had to
mad at each other.
record. And we were sitting on that couch. What's up, y'all? Hey, girl.
Right.
Get up and be like, man, fuck that hoe. Man.
Right.
That's
I ain't fucking with her
crazy.
right now.
Yeah, but
people don't know
I'll say
now.
this. We made a decision a long time ago. We understand how to separate our friendship and separate the business.
Yeah.
So if we're getting into it in our friendship, we know that we have to do this. Like, we have
A commitment.
job to fulfill.
Yeah.
We have a whole staff we got to pay every month. We got to show up.
Right.
So we understand that even if we're not getting along, we still got to sit on that couch and we got a job to do. And even it's like, if we're not seeing eye to eye with the business, we feel like, okay, girl, let's just go eat. We'll go eat. We ain't talking about poor minds. Let's just relax and have a good time so we can figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think for us, I just told this to you earlier today. One thing about us, we always gonna show up 100%. So even if we got into it before we walked in here, y'all wasn't gonna notice, but we would never sit on y'all's couch and give y'all 50%.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Exactly.
we always show up as poor minds, ready to talk and ready to have a good time, because that's what people expect of us, you know? So it's a job, but it's like,
That's hard,
I
though.
think we're probably, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we're in the best space we've been in a long time in our friendship.
We are
Like,
for
yeah.
sure. But like I said too, I think that when we weren't getting along in the past, y'all, you could tell. Like, we
Yeah.
didn't even care. We used to be
Really?
yes,
We used to argue
go
on
at it
camera.
on camera. Like, bitch, fuck you.
But
I
y'all
feel
gave
like-
it to the people raw. Like,
Yeah, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
to see the growth and,
Yeah.
you know.
That's why we've left the videos up.
But
Yeah.
that is honestly crazy because
Yeah.
it's like, if I'm mad at her, girl, we ain't filming.
you gonna
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a
we
damn.
pissed off. And we ain't
You know, yeah, I'm be like, did you get the wine? I'm on the way.
But I do feel like having
But
a
see,
platform with your person, because I feel like friends are like your person.
For
for
sure.
real.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's way deeper than just that's my homegirl.
Yeah.
It do put pressure because it's like you got so many people viewing just to find something to say or
Yeah.
just to critique y'all's chemistry.
Yeah.
And it is weird because it's like you kind of putting your, just like having a boyfriend, putting them on
It
social
is.
media. It's like you putting your relationship on the forefront for people to judge.
That's true.
Cause
So
all
it
people
is
gonna try to do
hard.
Pick y'all apart.
That's
Yeah.
literally what they do to me, and
Yeah.
it's so annoying because it's like y'all not about to come in and try to fuck up some shit we built for years.
we look at that shit and laugh. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
we
lie.
literally laugh.
We like that
Yeah,
too,
we
though,
are.
now.
Ever since we was like kids, our parents always said, like, they really instilled in us, like, I don't care what y'all do, y'all don't let nobody come in between y'all
this.
two.
Yeah.
Like, y'all
Yeah.
can have other friends, but don't let nobody ever come in between y'all.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of just stuck with us.
It
as
did
we
stick
got
with us
older.
because we get into it too.
Yeah. Oh, we get into it. Real
We be getting into
And
it.
that's what I said.
But when we
But see,
we don't get into it often.
But see, y'all have the luxury.
So-
Y'all have the luxury of being like, you know what? I'm not fucking with her. I ain't coming to work today.
Yeah, the fact that y'all
needed
really
that
gotta show
money.
up.
We was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we was like,
I need this money.
we was like TT from City Hall, baby.
right.
We ain't have no choice.
I love y'all had that mindset though, like, okay, this is business, like, this is our
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Put your feelings to the side, bitch. Come
And
on,
look where it
I
took
will
y'all.
say this,
Yeah.
and to this day, I still feel this way. Like, I always feel like if I had to make a decision between like poor minds or our friendship, I'm always gonna choose our friendship.
Same.
I can do other things that, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like our friendship is so important to me because like at this point it's like I don't even consider her my friend. Like this is like my sister. It's
right.
like family, and I argue with my real sister, so I'm gonna argue with her too. It's like nothing is perfect,
Right.
But that's why I said I think like the growth of the podcast, and we're just older now, so I feel like sometimes I realize like, girl, you don't have to say everything.
Right.
Like sometimes you can shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to keep my mouth shut sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think with the both of us, it's just like we learn to, pick our battles with each other too.
Your desire to keep your friendship, any relationship, has to be stronger than your desire to be right.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is what I feel like.
Friend, you ate that.
Yeah, I'm serious.
We was just talking about that.
Yes, it's like it's okay
In the car. Basically,
You
like,
gotta let people have it.
just because, like,
yeah, we
me
was
accepting
talking
your
about that.
apology don't make you right and don't make me wrong.
Right.
It's just me putting my ego to the side to say, like, I
Yeah.
value your feelings. Like,
Yeah.
I value everything you feeling, everything you telling me, but we just gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That takes
Yeah.
growth.
And that takes a lot
It
of
does,
growth to
for
get to
sure.
that point, especially with friendship. It's so important.
Yeah.
Because I used to always feel like I had to be right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's both of us.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like I
Everybody
gotta
like
be right.
Yes.
I have to be right.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
coming with the receipts, the timestamps.
Yeah.
I'm throwing up old shit. Like, that's
Yeah.
just how I am.
Anything
And
to
she like
validate
that.
your point.
She like that too.
Really?
Yeah.
The other day, y'all, we got into it. We was in Vegas. I talked about it last episode. But we gonna get into it because
It's so funny now.
funny. But
That was crazy, y'all.
mind you,
Yeah.
we in a
Give me my
2-bedroom
wine.
suite.
Y'all, it was crazy.
It went down. And Lele was there, and Lele is like our very poised, quiet friend. She couldn't believe it. She was like,
Because we
"What?"
never really argued
We
like
ne-
that.
Yeah.
We never.
This was our first like real argument since we was kids. We really was like going toe to toe. It was bad.
About
y'all.
what?
Screaming. Voice gone the next day.
Dumb
my
shit.
God.
Like, it was about
Wait, were y'all drinking though?
Yeah, we was drinking.
Okay,
I
that makes
was
sense.
involved.
Drinking was involved.
You was screaming.
Screaming, crying, girl. It went
Packed
down.
up all my stuff. Mind y'all, we in a 2-bedroom suite. I packed up all my shit and went to Lele room. And I said, I'm not sleeping in there with that bitch. So the next morning, I feel somebody hovering over me. Yeah, and last night, I don't like how I said, get the fuck out my face.
That's how it be though.
Like, girl.
And let me add this.
And let me add, still fucking with me the next morning. Like, girl, I done slept on it. I'm done. She let it roll over to the next day, and it had me so mad. But we ended up figuring it out, talking about it. And I'm so
That shit
petty.
funny.
I'm a petty ass Libra. I still be bringing it up like, oh yeah, because I don't want to piss you off like Vegas. Like,
Well, I'll say this the other day because remember when we was drunk, y'all. We had went out and we lived next door to each other.
Yeah,
So
we
we was in the Uber. And every time we take an Uber, it'll drop me off at my apartment and then it'll go to hers because we're literally right next door
Right.
to each other. But she had called the Uber to her house, so that means because it's a one-way where we're at. So it had to drop her off, and then I had to walk. So I'm start arguing. I'm like, why would you get the Uber to your house? She said, why wouldn't I?
Oh, that's Jayda real bad.
I said, oh, girl, please. I said,
Because first of all, it was really an accident. Like, I feel like it's first nature because mind y'all, I've been living in my building for 2 years. She just moved to the building next to me like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So it really was like a no-brainer type of thing. I didn't mean
It
to.
was an accident, but you know when you
It's the slick
drinking,
response,
Yeah.
like, because why wouldn't I?
yeah, we were
Like,
drinking.
no,
That
you
was
did.
triggered me
Yeah.
too.
I was drinking.
Yeah.
But then the next morning she comes, she's like, "Girl, what time we getting ready?" I said, "Girl, I don't even know."
Oh,
Because we be
We
knowing
be getting
like,
over stuff fast.
yeah, we get over stuff fast now
Yeah.
because I think we honestly know like we was obviously drinking, and you know how it is when the liquor be flowing and
Yes.
stuff. So we can definitely tell the difference between like something that we definitely for real need to talk about when it's a real
Yeah.
issue or us just being drunk and being silly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I be seeing a lot of TikToks. Y'all seen this TikTok? Y'all be on TikTok?
Yeah, we be on TikTok.
I'm a TikToker now. Auntie know what to do.
Period. Wait. I seen this TikTok. It was like twirl your hips or date your best friend type. And a girl was like twirling her hips so hard.
Yes.
Do y'all feel like y'all make good choices in men, like speaking on each other? Like, do you feel like Lex make good choices in deep?
Fuck no.
No?
Hell no.
In what ways? Like,
I like her nigga now, like the one she's talking about that she been talking about on this episode. I like him, but this is the first nigga ever
That
I've
anybody has liked.
I've never liked none of her niggas. No,
Nobody, my
absolutely
sister,
not.
my other best friend, nobody. So I give you that.
She just a lover. Like Lex is a lover. So I feel like in the past she would just fall for like the wrong niggas. But because she's such a good person and she have such a giving heart, she would give him so many chances and it'd be like, bitch, snap out of it. Cut this nigga off.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason why I never liked her niggas. Because I just felt like she was too good for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
period.
love that.
That's
Okay,
how
how do you feel about her choices in men? Or are you gonna twirl your hips?
Baby, I'm twirling the fuck out. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. But the reason is being because, like I said, with her dating, she got some thick skin. Because them niggas be like, I don't know. I couldn't do it.
You can say, what do you want to say? You can say what you want to say.
Okay, it's just be like, it be like the men that be like, you know, they be having money and, you know, they be taking care of her, but they be having a lot of women. It be a lot of niggas be in the blog. I'll be like, girl, your nigga in the blogs again, bitch. Did you see?
But that was when I was younger, though.
I'm like, bitch, did y'all see what your nigga did? She be like, I don't care. I don't care, Lex. You know. I'll be like, oh my God. So
That is too
we're
funny.
just totally different when it comes to our types. Like we're completely. I think now, like I like the guy that, you know, that she's been dealing with now. Like even though they have, like, you know, their disagreements, I still think like he respects her.
Right.
He doesn't put her to where like she's not eating and going through, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like I always say this. I don't judge the men that my friends date. I always say, as long as he's not beating you, making you feel less than, being emotionally abusive, like, we can deal with it. We can deal with it. We can make it work. So, but I think now it's like she's in a healthy relationship and she has a lot more understanding. So, like, you know, if it was the guy that she's dating now, I'm not going to rock my hips. I might shake it a little bit. I'm going to shake it.
You ain't gonna do a twirl, though.
He get on my nerves sometimes. I ain't going to twirl it. I might go,
Yeah, he get a little.
Yeah, he get a little.
I ain't mad at that. So how do y'all feel about venting about your relationship to your friends? Where's the line between oversharing and then like just wanting advice or asking for details?
Unless you finna leave, all you're finna do is make all your family and your friends hate him
them.
and make it even worse from when he comes around.
Yeah.
So I think that if I can handle it in-house, I'm gonna do that. I've learned to like I'll tell her stuff about my relationship. I'll be like, girl, let me tell you what happened. But it's nothing like detrimental where it will change her opinion about him. But if it's something like serious that's going on, I'll tell her. But I just feel like little arguments and stuff like that, like you don't have to tell your friends everything.
We need to grow up, friend.
I was about to say, because we overshare, baby.
Baby, it's no boundaries.
I used to be bad at oversharing. I used to overshare a lot with all my friends. But then I feel like when you do that, when it comes to your relationship, it makes it hard to make decisions.
Yeah.
Because you have so many opinions from everybody. I think it's okay to vent to your friends and talk to them a little bit. But, like, you don't want to overshare and tell them too much. Because, like Lex just said, like, they'll internalize the feelings. And then you want to stay with the nigga.
I do that real bad.
And now they hate his ass.
Yeah, they hate him.
Because she used to hate my ex. Because I used to overshare. She knew everything about our relationship.
But
And
you
then
needed to overshare because you needed to hear what I had to say.
That's true.
I look at it like that too.
But then I started feeling like I was solely making decisions with him based off of
What
her
she was
opinion.
saying.
Yeah. Not
And
how
that's
you
not
really
good
felt or what
either.
you was really ready for.
Because you know your tolerance level.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know when you're going to be ready to be done with a situation.
Facts.
And I used to feel like I wasn't necessarily done, but I used to be feeling like, oh, she going to think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I don't give a
still
fuck.
fuck
We
with
don't
you.
care about none of that. Bitch, call me the dumb bitch. All
my
that.
nose red right now.
Yeah, but
Because I'm going, friend.
yeah, that's just how it goes. But it do becomes one of those things where it's like we'll tell each other exactly how we feel, but it's like, do what you feel. Like, I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
No
you, friend to
judge.
friend.
Yeah.
But the choice is on you.
Yeah.
Make that decision for yourself. But we share every detail.
Yeah.
Well, I think for us too, like now we're to the point to where like we'll vent to each other, and if I say, Drea, what you think, then she'll give me my opinion. But if I'm just venting, she just won't say nothing. She won't say nothing, and
okay.
vice versa.
Yeah.
So we've created boundaries.
I was about to say that's a great boundary.
Yes,
we
you
don't
have
have
to create
that.
boundaries because sometimes I just want to vent. I'm calling him a
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga, but you don't need to chime in and say he a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's definitely like boundaries that we know that we create because sometimes people just want to vent. They
Yeah.
don't need to hear, well, girl, leave him.
Yeah.
He tries like I just need to get this off my chest.
We do understand
Because
that.
a lot of things get lost in translation. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just be like telling somebody to do something. Now she's totally like missing the whole advice point you trying to make.
Yeah.
You gotta like know how
Yeah.
to talk to your friends. That's about understanding your friends. You know how to like talk
But
to
it's
them.
so
You know how
hard
tell
to
you
not
this, man.
tell
To not-
your
yeah.
opinion
It
on a
is.
situation
It's
when
not
I
to
feel
not
like
tell your opinion, it's
your
how
feelings
you
are
telling
hurt.
it.
Yeah. But especially when I feel like my friend's sad or her feelings hurt, it's like, okay, so what's next? What we doing?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
how do we go about this? How are we
Right.
going to get to the bottom of this? Because this is not something that's new. It has happened before.
Right, right.
So that be when it becomes hard. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
We-
seeing your friend go through the same thing. It's
yeah,
like, all
it's
right.
like,
You want to chime in.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to chime in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to work on that though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
'cause-
getting better with that. Yeah, we all getting
If you feel like I'm getting better, thank you.
so.
I feel like it's gonna come as y'all get older. Too.
Yeah.
Because when we was y'all age, we definitely used to.
It takes time, but like I said, the respect and the love I have for her, we had to learn our boundaries with each other. I know what triggers her. I know what makes her mad. Oh, me, I'd be like, this finna piss Drea off, so let me do it 3
And she
times.
used to do it all the time.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try to ruffle
And I
your
used to
feathers.
fall in the trap every time.
time. Still got it. So,
But yeah, I
don't
feel
get
like
too
I've grown
wild.
a lot too, though, because we met when I was 23 and now
Yeah.
I'm 33, and like it's just been a lot of growth in our friendship and
sure.
individually over the past 10 years.
Things
Thank
always
God.
work when both people are trying to heal
Yes.
and be better than they were.
Man.
Like you always gonna have a good dynamic when everyone is pouring into themselves
Yep.
to help whatever y'all got.
Yeah.
So y'all only gonna get better, you know, unless it just comes to a stage where it's like, okay, we're gonna go our separate ways, which is also fine, but it's always gonna be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, because y'all have got to this point. I feel like that is so important in relationships. If everybody's putting in the work to being better, learning what triggers Des, she learning what triggers me, learning patterns with each other. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay away because she got one of them little moves. Like all of that is important with withholding a friendship or any type of relationship.
And to go into what like Dad said earlier, like you said, like they always told y'all when y'all were little, like don't let nobody come between y'all, because navigating this space, navigating just life in general is hard. So the fact that y'all have that bond and y'all have each other is so important, especially in this space, because going into business with your friend, that's a different beast.
Right.
I've seen so many podcasts start and fall apart, and we have weathered the storm somehow. And I just feel like it's important because I know at the end of the day, nobody has my back like she does. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's important to recognize that and move accordingly with that. You know what I'm saying?
And like doing whatever you got to do to keep it healthy.
Yeah,
Like, for
man.
real.
Like I'm not arguing with her about no money.
Ever.
I'm not arguing with her about anything that has to do with like it. I don't have an ego when it comes to her. I always say that.
Yeah, that's
I don't
how we
have
are.
no ego. If I was wrong, I'll apologize. I'll be like, man, I'm sorry. I messed up. My bad. And same thing with her. Like, it be certain things. She's like, man, my friend, I'm sorry. Now, 5 years ago.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like being
Shit.
friends with her has made me more that way.
Yeah, because she would be like,
Because I used to be very like,
I'm not apologizing,
cutthroat.
bitch.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
That's too funny. That is hilarious to me.
Right. So do y'all get upset if your best friend spend more time with her man than you?
No. We talk every day.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time when I wake up, sometimes I be talking to her before I talk to my man. Or,
Same, yeah.
like I call her usually when I wake up, like, or she'll call me when we wake up. So like I said, we're in our 30s.
Yeah.
So we're getting to the point to where we're about to, we're trying to find the man, we're settling down, we're about to have
Right.
kids. Like, so girl, go with your man.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't finna rub on them titties. Girl, go ahead. Give me
Right.
somebody to cuddle with. And it ain't me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna rub on them titties. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
go ahead. Go be with your
You feel the
man.
same?
I feel the same way. Yeah, I don't get upset when she be hanging with her man.
Yeah.
all the
But
time.
we make time though. It's
Yeah.
it's a balance. Like I be with my man, but I also make sure I text her, call her. We like I said, we talk every day.
And
Right.
sometimes we hang with each other with our men too.
Right.
That's
right.
so
I feel like
cute.
that's the cheat code.
Yeah, right.
That is the
That's
cheat
a cheat
code.
code.
We
Yeah.
literally
That's like that.
talking about
We-
that. We've been talking about it more lately because we want
Really
that
want
so
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Like let's all come together.
Yeah.
We
get
had went to
along.
LA.
Why we gotta
recently.
separate the two?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
It's healthy if
It
y'all
is.
all can hang together. Like
Yeah.
we went to LA recently for like the BET Awards or something.
How was
And
that?
It was nice.
It was a
we
good
had a good
time.
time. It was our first time going to the awards, and we did the media house. So we had a good time.
So like, do y'all don't be shy at the dinner table? Like, what y'all gonna talk about or
Hell no.
Not really.
no? Because we had this talk. It was like, okay, so like, if we do it, like, what we gonna talk about?
Yeah.
I said I think it's just gonna flow. We just gonna be vibing, have some liquor, have some cane.
But see, yeah, I don't feel like we ever been in like a setting where we was just all sitting down at a table. Like we always gotta be in like a turn up type of setting.
So do y'all feel like it's important for your partner to get along with your best friend, or it's not a necessity? It's you.
It's not a necessity, but if you don't,
side eye.
yeah, cause why?
Yeah.
Cause why wouldn't you get along with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's the problem?
Like she a part of me. She
Yeah.
a part of
All
me.
the fun.
Literally.
Yeah,
I
like
get
I
that.
don't know. I would just have to side eye him and be like, okay,
Yeah.
what's the reason?
What's the reason? Yeah, I don't think it's like a deal breaker, like I said, but it's like as long as you respect her,
Yeah, I might say
we ain't finna be pillow talking about my friend
At
either.
all.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you got an issue with my friend, talk about it to your homeboys. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like don't be disrespectful
you could
because I don't
say
let her
nothing.
disrespect you, and you're not gonna disrespect her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like I said, it's not a deal breaker. I just don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I
Keep
respect
it to
that.
yourself because it
Yeah.
don't matter. You ain't coming in between this right here.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just about setting those boundaries and having,
So what do y'all feel like the biggest challenge was like with y'all podcast and how did y'all overcome it?
I feel like the biggest challenge was balancing our friendship, like balancing friendship and working together. For me, that was the biggest challenge.
I think for me in the beginning, it was staying motivated because it was like so long. Like we were recording, like it was like 2-3 years in, and it's like, damn, nobody is listening. So for me, that was like the biggest challenge to like keep going and being consistent. Because when people ask you advice, you want to give like X, Y, Z, but there's no blueprint to any kind of being an influencer, a content creator. There's no blueprint. So it's like, for me, it was like the hardest thing was staying motivated because I'm like, why am I doing this? I got to a point, I say this story all the time. I told Drea one year, I was like, hey, I'm giving us 6 months. If not, I'm going back to school. I was literally applying, like, I was finna go be a dental hygienist.
Wow.
Did
Girl-
that make you sad a little bit? Sorry to cut you off.
No,
It did. I mean, it did a little bit, but then I also felt the same way.
Yeah.
To be honest, because we have been doing it for so long, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm kind of like an instant gratification type of person.
That's me.
So for 2 years, we weren't making any money. So I completely understood why she wanted to do it, but it did make me sad a little bit for sure.
Yeah, because like don't give up on the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's like if we keep going, we really can make this something big. But then I understood at the end of the day, like, bitch, you got bills.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Staying down is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're not always gonna see that the glory or the good side or the light at the end of the tunnel super quick. Like that shit
Income
take
ain't gonna be
time.
the outcome
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
And I
Sometimes
feel
it's
like
gonna be
people
keep
don't
income,
talk about that part
They
a lot of
don't.
the time either. You know, they be trying to keep that part hidden. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
it's
and
not
I think
easy.
I think that's why people really relate to our show too, because we've always been honest. Like I keep it real. I was like, man, y'all, when I was recording this, I was broke. I ain't have nothing, and we are always honest about what's going on and how much like it's expensive, like the expense. Like we just are an open book.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think in the beginning, like the consistency was hard, and even still now, like. We're literally, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm a boss. But no, I'm literally a boss. Like, I have a staff that I pay.
Period.
Sometimes it be months where ad checks might be a little low. We got to take a pay cut. Because
Yeah.
they showed up for work. They got to get paid.
Regardless.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless. So it's like, it's like a business owner. It's like, that's the struggle. Some months you have months where you maybe make 60, 70K in the month. And then it may be 4 months where it's dry.
Yeah, it's not always gonna be a peak.
Yeah, so I
Facts.
think it's like one thing about just like doing a podcast in general. I think a lot of people look at podcasts because podcasting is so popular now.
Yeah.
But if you're doing this for the money, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Cause
You ain't
it
gonna
ain't-
get the money in the beginning.
It's
Yeah,
not.
It's gonna be
literally.
just income.
It take
You
time.
putting all in.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And
for
it's very
sure.
important to be on the same page with whoever you're doing it with. Like y'all gotta have that understanding that.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
about the money.
Season,
Right.
Right.
This
Yeah.
shit way deeper than just a check.
Yeah, it's got to
have
be
to
a
have a
little
bigger
bit of
purpose.
passion.
It
Yeah,
has
a
to
little
be
bit.
passion.
Yeah,
I
it's got to
agree.
be a little bit of passion behind it for sure.
Because I feel like that's what has kept us going too.
Yeah.
It's just the passion. Because at one point we wasn't making money and we wasn't really getting along. But I feel like we both always wanted to be in the media space. So we had the passion for
Because we have
it.
the same degree too. So
Yeah.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
That's crazy.
another
It
yeah.
is.
I think another motivation for me too was like when we went on tour, our first tour, it was kind of like I was so shocked at how many people were doing meet and greets and they're walking up to us like crying. Like, man, I be so depressed. I be going through it, but every Friday I can count on y'all to give me a good laugh.
Facts.
And I'm like, I don't give a damn if 30,000 people talking about they hate me. If I touch one person and like, man, Dre and Lex really did this. Like, they
Right.
came from Drea's fucking bedroom floor recording. So it's like, if you can just touch one person, that'll make a difference. That's all you need.
That's very
Last
true.
tour we went on, it was a guy in the audience talking about how he
had
literally
cancer.
he had cancer. He was going through chemo, and he's like in the bed. He was like Poor Minds literally got me through my chemotherapy.
Are you serious?
He said he used to watch it every time he had a chemo appointment.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was
that's
like,
crazy.
it was just like, so it's like, the internet can say what they want, but I'm touching people in real life.
Yeah.
Like people y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can get online and say whatever. And like I said, I think that's the motivation, because sometimes we get discouraged because you see all these comments of negativity and just mean, and like they don't realize like we're humans.
Right.
Behind this camera, like we're here to entertain y'all, but I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? Like they forget, like, because they see you, dressed up. They see you dressed up and all. Y'all living this life, but y'all are still human beings.
Yeah.
When you're typing that message, you're saying it to a human.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think for us, it's like the motivation is like when we see the listeners in real life, and they're like, man, like y'all really changed my life, and y'all really have motivated the podcast or
That's
XYZ.
the reason y'all keep going.
Man, yes.
That's what matters.
Yes, for sure. 1,000%.
Do y'all feel like it's harder when people see you guys outside of Poor Minds and try to like project things that go on in your personal life onto the entertaining side of what y'all do? Like, it's like they try to find anything on you to take away from Dre and Nicole or Lex. Like, y'all don't have to deal with that. Like, people from your hometown or people that knew you before this.
Oh,
It's like they always try to like discredit or comfort you, and like, oh, they get so mad that people love y'all and are inspired by y'all. It's like, do y'all have to deal with the scrutiny of people just trying to like take that light away from y'all?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I for sure feel like we have to deal with that to a certain extent. It was actually like a few years ago, somebody had left a comment, and I can't even remember honestly exactly what they said, but it was like somebody I went to high school with, and they had left like a nasty comment under one of our episodes. And my thing is, I always say this, people be trying to project a lot, but it's really just because people be feeling some type of way that they didn't chase their own dreams.
Yeah.
So you can't let that shit get to you or make you feel no type of way, because a lot of the time it's like they wish they could have moved to Atlanta. They wish they could have moved somewhere else and started a podcast or chased their dream and became successful at it, and they didn't, because we all got the same 24 hours. And the fact that I come from the same place as you should be enough of a testament to show you could do the same shit.
Right.
So I try not to let it bother me, but we definitely get that type of backlash all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I think we get a lot of support, like from Houston.
Yeah.
But like I said, most of the time when we get like bookings or people reaching out to us and stuff, it be like in other cities and stuff.
Oh, that's how it always is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's really crazy to me. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, why don't y'all do more stuff in Houston? I'll be like, because people in Atlanta, they be wanting to see us here, or they be wanting to see us in Birmingham or wherever it's at. So I have learned not to pay attention to the people who don't pay attention to me. I pay attention to the people who love me and support me. Yeah.
That's the thing. The people that's mad, that's who pay the most attention to you.
That's true.
I mean, it be one guy in our comments. Okay, y'all. I read the comments on YouTube especially because I take constructive criticism well, so I be
That's
trying to
me,
pay
yeah.
attention. But it be some people like, it's this one person. It's like he be tuned in every week, and I always see his comments. I'm like, I realize like you're in love with us. And I really thank you, because it don't matter, but you're here. You're giving us a watch. You probably sharing it with your people. I said thank you. He deleted that. He never delete nothing. He finally just deleted it. He ain't been back since. I said, that's what it is. They really, it's like when you turn that mirror on them, they don't like it.
Yeah.
They want you to be like, oh, shut the hell up. I'm this, I'm that. And then I'm like, you know what? You really love me. And you hate
What
that
are
you
they
love
called?
me.
Parasocial relationships.
Parasocial relationships.
Parasocial relationships.
Yes.
They are very serious.
Ooh, girl.
People will literally watch you become obsessed, fall in love with you, and then like hate you for the reason that they like are so invested into you.
That's
that
true.
shit is scary.
You know who has
It
that
is.
bad? Jackie Aina. The way people treat her, the makeup girl, y'all know Jackie Aina?
Yeah.
They are so, people have a parasol, because I think it's because she's like an OG YouTuber.
And she real private.
And she's very private, but it's very few people that have made that transition from YouTube to TikTok. That transition was hard for a lot of beauty creators.
Yeah.
So she made that transition successfully. So people just feel like she owes them something.
Yeah.
I think it's so strange how people treat her. It's very, very weird.
Did it? What?
Oh, go ahead,
What was
Frank.
it? I was about to ask a question. Y'all know the lady Selena, the singer that passed away a long
Yeah.
time ago. A crazy like fan is the one who killed her. Like
Yeah.
somebody who was obsessed with her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Got
get
a
deep.
job with her.
Was working
obsessed
with her
They
for a
didn't even
while.
realize like she was a fan and she applied for a job and they hired her.
She was like the manager of her fan club.
She was a manager of her fan club.
And she ended up killing her.
Yes.
She said that's the wrong move.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong
But you would
move.
think I probably wouldn't hire a crazy.
But I've
The
done that
manager of
before.
my fan club is like to work for me.
But it's just
I
like
don't
you
know.
trying to show love to them. Like, I appreciate you. Like, you support me.
that friend.
You
Remember I had that?
You did do
assistant?
that.
Oh,
you did that
She
before?
Yes,
did
I had an
that.
assistant, and I've hired her because I was just at a point in my life where I was in Atlanta by myself, and I was doing my book tours. I had just released a book, and I needed somebody. And she would come to all of my events to the point I was like, "Oh, girl, I'm about to hire you.
Yeah.
Like, you love me so much. Like, you'll be the perfect person to work for me." That girl turned on me like this. And started linking up with everybody I was beefing with, going to sit at dinners
Very
with
odd.
people I wasn't cool. It was so scary, and I was so hurt because
That's crazy.
I literally took her in like a friend,
Yeah.
and she like it was the weirdest shit ever. So ever since then,
Yeah.
it's like I really do, because some people we come across that love us might really be genuine, but it's like I'm so scared and scarred from that shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like I don't
you
want
have
you
to
nowhere
be.
near me. My assistant now. Before I hired her, I met her through one of my other friends that lived in Savannah, and she didn't follow me. Nothing.
really care
She
for
ain't
real.
care about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
know.
So that's why I was like, okay, yeah, you qualify for this job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a
Even-
situation when we first started. We had hired an intern.
I was thinking of that when she
Oh
was talking about that situation. I was
and
thinking
she
about
was
that
cool
girl.
at first. Like, she was supposed to like show up, just help us with little stuff, like go and get like the wine, helping us with the rundown, with the topics, and then she just stopped showing up. And I had hit her one day, and I'm like, "Girl, where the hell you at?" She was like, "Well, I just feel like you and Dre don't like me."
Yeah.
What? Well, y'all just don't be including me in conversations. You're not a pot.
And
not
she was
on
a
the
listener of the
episode.
show.
She was a
prior
listener
to
of the
her
show
Oh,
prior.
see,
Our
it's the wrong
intern,
move.
so-
Wrong move.
They be wanting to be
Yeah.
our friend.
Yes. And then once you set those boundaries, that's when they start feeling away, because it's like they
Right.
came around for something deeper. And
Yep.
when you start treating them like, okay, you're here to do a job, that's when it becomes an issue.
Because they think it's fun. They see us on social media and and don't get me wrong, our job is fun, but you got to work. We
Right.
can have fun.
Right.
We
You
can do
gotta
what we
work.
We're
want.
literally here to pay
Yeah.
you.
No, turn it
We're
on and
paying
off.
you for
Yeah.
us to have fun. Like, this is what
Right.
it's about.
Yes.
For us to have fun and us to pay you.
And then
Right.
like, I'm sure y'all like don't treat people like y'all. It's not like y'all treating people like, oh, you work, like, you know what I'm saying?
no, we
it's
so
a
nice
vibe,
to
the energy
everybody.
good,
Yeah.
but it's like everybody know they role. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like
And you have to set those boundaries,
You got
because
to.
people will get too entitled and feel
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I don't got to do my job. Shit, we going to dinner. What's
Right.
for dinner
literally
tonight?
they
Yeah.
get lazy.
No.
They don't show up.
No, it's you have
Just
to
because
say
I'm
no.
having a drink don't mean you can have one now.
Exactly.
And I
Okay.
almost feel like we're too nice in that way, because we've had issues with like some of our staff, because I feel like we almost kind of too relaxed and too nice to where
Yeah.
people be forgetting they at work.
That's
Yeah.
And
correct.
we will fire
micromanage.
your
I
ass.
love when you able to still be nice and somebody still know how to just do their job.
Yeah.
That's how
You
our
know?
social media manager is. Shout out to Shay. She
Yeah,
does a
shout
good.
out to Shay. We
she
Like
does
y'all
a
can
good
do both.
job.
Like I can kick it with you, but you still go.
Yeah,
You
she
gonna
gonna
make
get it
sure.
done. She gonna get it
Yeah,
done.
you gonna hit me up Monday morning like, okay, y'all gotta post this, that, and you need this, and that, and you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
she gets it done.
love a
Period.
person who could do both.
I love that. So, do you ladies have any advice for us? Like, I would love to hear it, just coming from some OGs.
I do have some advice for the podcasting space, because y'all have just started. And let me tell y'all are doing amazing.
Y'all
first of
are.
all.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. I always say this. A lot of times me and Drea will show up to somebody's set and record them like, oh, so what y'all want to talk about?
Y'all had a whole rundown.
Y'all had a
got
rundown. Y'all are
structure.
very prepared.
No, for real. Y'all was ready.
Yes, y'all did very good. So I'll
Yes.
just say, like, my only advice I have to give is, like, I think y'all should get in a space to where y'all release episodes weekly.
Yeah.
The podcast space,
I agree.
where I think y'all can go, because, like, y'all literally remind me of how me and Drea first started out. Because when y'all look at these episodes, when y'all first start, when y'all like 2-3 years in, y'all be like, oh my God, look at where we are now. This is a skill.
can't wait.
Conversation is a skill.
Yeah.
It is.
And
It
y'all
really
are
is.
developing it so well. But the podcast space is, they want that content weekly.
Back to
Yeah.
back.
They want that content weekly. And I'm telling y'all, we black women are so behind in this podcasting space. It's people that are signing $100 million deals. But we have to do the job of consistently doing good content and releasing it so we can be there. It's a shame that in 2024, Poor Minds is doing things for the first time that other people haven't done before. And this Keke Palmer is doing things because
Yeah.
they're not trying to let us in. But we are so entertaining. We're just as funny as these men, if not more entertaining. This girl talk they need this.
Yeah.
Right.
They need our voices. It don't need to be like, oh, we got to get more views than Act Normal, or we got to get more views than Poor Minds. It's enough space for all
All of us.
everybody.
I love that.
Yes, so y'all, that's the only thing I would say. I want y'all to work on releasing every week.
We're going to get there. Our schedules be
I
so busy.
agree.
We got to get into the recording.
The recording two
That's what I was gonna
episodes.
say.
So we can have something to lay
Yes,
off.
because we're like 6 episodes in the can.
Yep,
So if we
right
want to
now.
take off for a month, we can.
Period.
So that's what I was gonna
6
say
eps
too.
in the can.
Yes,
Yeah,
girl. But
girl.
sometimes we record like 2. We've even recorded 3 episodes in the day before. So I feel like if y'all could get that down pat, y'all gonna be out of here. Because like Lex said, a lot of the time with people, the thing is out of sight, out of mind. Y'all have a large following, so people are gonna watch regardless. But because y'all have a large following, that's why people want to see y'all
They
even more.
wanna
They
tune
want
in.
to see
'Cause
y'all
they gotta
every
drop y'all
week.
first
We be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got shit to talk about.
Right.
Listen,
Trust me, it's gonna come
It's
to
gonna
you.
come-
We've been doing this shit for 5-6 years, and
No
we
miss- no
be like,
miss
oh,
weeks.
we don't know what we gonna
That's
talk about,
crazy.
and then we come up with something.
Yeah.
So
but it's okay
I
because I
was
feel like
ready.
relationship
Right.
topics. It's what's hot right now. We
Yeah.
want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Always something
It's
relatable.
always
It's something we go through
relatable.
every day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
And I
Everybody.
think our, just like you said, like the growth that I've had, but like y'all are gonna go through a spurt. Like even you, like saying that cheating is a deal breaker. People are probably surprised to hear that from you because you know you went through your situation so publicly. But girls need to hear that,
Right.
especially these young girls that look up to you.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to get in front of these cameras and be your authentic self. And give the people what they need. They need y'all. And I think too, like I want to say this too, because I get a little long-winded now. But I told Drea this because I watched Impact the first season because I'm a reality TV head. I love reality.
Really?
She
Girl, I watch
love
Love
reality
Island. I
TV.
watch Housewives.
I hate reality TV.
Me too.
and
I don't watch
stuff.
TV that much.
Look, I
period.
watch it all.
Okay, let's
So
get into it, friend.
when I watched Impact the first season, I was like, you know what? Some spaces aren't for people. And I think like when you went on that show, it was like people perceived you how they wanted to perceive you. But I was like, that's not her. That maybe not be for her.
Yeah.
But now that you have this, you can really show people who you are.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what a lot
And you
of
can
people been
control
saying,
the
too.
narrative.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not letting nobody write my
You
story
can't
for
let
me
people-
no more.
Yeah.
You cannot let
Yeah,
people tell
absolutely
your story.
not.
With
Let's
the
be
internet
very
and
clear.
reality
Never
TV.
believe
Reality
shit you
TV is
see.
not real.
So now that y'all can sit in front of these cameras and really give y'all authentic self, like this is y'all opportunity to show the world like y'all are more than what people try to put y'all in this box about.
Yeah.
Right.
And y'all can really be an example for like young girls that look
Yeah.
up to y'all for
That's
real.
all we want to be.
How do y'all stay so unbiased with this job?
I feel like by not really giving our opinions on
Yeah.
certain things. Like I like to create a safe space for people to where
Yeah.
they feel like they could talk about whatever they want to talk about. But like if you talking shit about somebody or you talking down on somebody, I don't have no comment.
That ain't
or
got
no
nothing to do with
opinion.
me.
That ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Speak your
hopefully
piece.
right. Speak your piece, but hopefully the other party isn't upset that we had you on the platform.
Yeah.
But we ain't say shit though.
Yeah.
I
we
feel like
kept
we
it
dealt
cute.
with that before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we learning.
Yeah, and I think that's how it is because it's like you don't have to speak on everything.
Yeah.
And one thing, I know this sounds crazy, but I literally growing up looked up to Oprah. Because she interviews so well. But you know, one thing Oprah did, even when she was like, before she was interviewing all these stars, if you watch her interview, she would literally be talking to racists.
Yeah.
And she stayed unbiased. The good thing about a good interviewer is going to stay unbiased. They're not going to make you feel bad about what you're saying. They're not going to impose their opinion on you. So I think that's one thing, like, we've learned how to just stay unbiased. Because our platform is for you to come on and speak your truth.
It's not about us.
Right. It's not.
It's
about
not,
us,
yeah. So it's
for-
like, literally, because I don't give a damn. Rit do. I'll have you on and your op gonna be on the show the next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what it's about.
And we
Okay.
don't really like asking people about their personal life or their business like that unless you let us know that you comfortable
Yeah,
with
right.
talking about it. Like, even if we seen some shit on a blog and then you coming on the show, I'm not gonna ask you about that on the
Right,
show.
right.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm not trying. We're not here to embarrass you.
Yeah, we want you to have a good
good
time. Like, we all
time.
about good times and good
Yeah.
vibes on our show. We like to get a little tipsy and have like real conversations about normal shit. Like, it's not, we don't never want it to feel like an interview. We want it to be more like we all
chopping it
just
up.
conversing.
Yeah.
Having a
Gotta be forced.
conversation.
Yeah. So enough of the last convo. We done got into a lot of things. I think
We've been all over the place.
All over the
Yes,
place.
we've been all over the
But
place.
that's what keep it
Those be
interesting.
the best
Yeah.
episodes.
Conversation.
It just
Yeah.
flow organically.
Yeah.
So now let's get into our How to Act Normal segment where y'all send in questions and we answer.
Okay.
So this week question is, how do I tell my best friend that I don't like her other best friend? Every time we plan something, she always invites her friend and I'm just not with it. Ooh.
Oh, I would just tell her, but I know she didn't give too much context, but like now I'm wondering why you don't like the friend.
Yeah.
Right. What the friend be doing?
What does she be doing? Like, do you have a real reason?
Or are you just jealous
Are
your
you
friend
just
got
feeling some
another?
type of way
Right.
because
Yeah, I wish
she
you
may
would've got
be
more
hanging?
details.
Yeah.
Right. I wish she would have gave some more context, but I feel like honesty is always the best policy. Just keep it real.
Yeah. I'll speak from personal experience. Her best friend used to hate me. But it was because, like, when we were going through our rough patch, obviously, like, you're gonna vent to your other friends when you and your friend are going through it, and I'm okay with that because I vent to her sometimes or whatever the case may be. So it was like I finally got to have a conversation with her, and now it's like we see eye to eye. Like, and I think, like I said, it took that growth, and I really had to sit down with her because she was just like, we're protective of each other.
Yeah.
I'm protective of her. Drea's protective of me. Her friends are protective of her. My friends are protective of me. So it's like when we came together, it's like, okay, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? It was like integrating a family.
It's like a marriage.
It's like a marriage.
Yeah.
It's like a marriage. So I think for me, I knew what I had to do. And it was just like, hey, let me just have a conversation. I'm like, man, look, I had to tell her, girl, I'm not out to get your friend. I love her.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think she had to hear it from my mouth rather than being like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? And like fake hellos and goodbyes. So I think with a situation like that, it's like you really need to get to the root of the problem. And I think the root of the problem with us is like she just felt like I didn't have good intentions, which rightfully so, because the things that we used to be going through, I wasn't mad at her for feeling that way. I never was mad at her for feeling that way. I knew why she felt that way because we used to get into it so bad. So I knew for me it was okay for me to like let my guard down and be like, hey, I ain't the enemy here. You know what I'm saying? So I think whatever the situation she's going through, you need to get to the root of the problem and see if they can work it out together. Because I had a conversation with her without Drea around.
She did.
Yeah, like I had a conversation with her like one-on-one. So
I think that's what it takes sometimes.
How do you feel about?
I'm gonna just speak from like my POV. When my friend has a friend, I don't feel like I even get in the space of like trying to too much of be on some I don't like her or you know, like this is somebody that my friend likes, you know. If you ain't on no 100, like obviously you not on no bullshit because my friend like you, so I'm gonna just try to embrace you. It ain't about how I feel. Like I'm not here to try to make my friend uncomfortable around her other friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even if I don't like you, it's not about me.
right.
Yeah,
I feel you.
You know.
I feel like
So
our
I wouldn't
situation.
project that on you. I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't like her, so you don't need to be around her.
Yeah, I think with me and Des, we hold each other to such a certain standard.
Yeah.
So it's not really like a friend thing. It's like you, my sister. So anybody else we bring around, they know it's not going to be the dynamic me and her have.
Yeah.
So it's never really in debate of like, oh, I don't like her. You know, it don't have to be that because
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like, this your
people know.
homegirl.
Yeah,
I
that's
embrace
just
her
okay,
just
cool.
like
She
you.
cool.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I have had a situation where she used to bring this friend around and she was just bad vibes. Like always complaining, always something wrong, always trying to make the night about her. And I used to be like, bitch, like it's always peep the patterns. It's always something with this same girl.
Yeah.
So she
was right, and it's like undeniable. You know, like the girl was bad vibes, and it's like, okay, yeah, now you gotta step away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you are bad vibes, and everybody around me is saying the same thing.
Because sometimes you need your friends to step in and say something.
To say
you
something
might
for you
not-
to- Sometimes we'll be
It's like,
jaded by some.
I would see it, but like when your friends start seeing it, it's like, okay, now you disrupted my friend's peace. Like,
Yeah.
I can deal with you. I know how to like ignore it, but I'm bringing you around my friends and you disrupting their peace.
Yeah.
You gotta go. So if it ain't something that like would disrupt my peace, then I don't be saying that.
Yeah. Like we don't really care
Yeah,
enough because it's like
I ain't even looking at it like
you
just
I'm not allowing nobody else to move me like that. Like you ain't.
Yeah.
So y'all know we love a game. So this week's game is going to be called Pillow Talk, where each best friend duo will be teamed up and given pillows. A who's more likely to question will be read aloud. Will be read aloud, and the friends that fits the description will playfully hit by their bestie.
Playfully.
Okay.
Who is the friend?
Playfully.
What's happening me? Playfully.
Y'all.
Because this bitch try to get her one off on me.
She lying.
Okay, so whoever is the friend to get hit the most by the pillow has to take a shot of hot sauce.
Oh.
Y'all love this hot sauce.
They
Do we got crab leg with it?
Oh, y'all love this hot sauce.
Ooh,
A hot sauce shot. I love hot sauce though.
Me too. I hope you got Texas Pete.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Girl, you
Louisiana.
can get that same
I
ass
love
hot
Texas
sauce.
Pete.
What type of hot sauce y'all like?
I like Louisiana.
I like
That's
Louisiana
my favorite
and
one.
Crystals. You never had Crystals hot sauce?
Thank you.
That-
I don't
yeah,
like
it's-
Crystal. I like
Crystal.
Louisiana. And then if I don't have Louisiana, Texas Pete is cool. But that's it. It's them two.
Yeah, Louisiana. What's the other one?
Which one?
I don't like Tabasco. Tabasco's too vinegary.
Vinegary.
Yeah.
It's like way too
Tabasco
It's
vinegary.
good with
just
crab
ill.
legs.
But that Chipotle one is really good.
Ooh,
dog.
that Chipotle one.
It's a
I gotta
Chipotle
taste it.
Tabasco sauce. That shit is good.
I gotta
But I
try
put
it.
regular Tabasco on like some little Lays. I'm an auntie. I put like a little Lays.
Oh, I love
Shake
plain
it
Lay's
up.
chips.
Oh, the Lay's
Put them in the bag. Shake it.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, what?
a hit.
Don't try it on popcorn.
What?
Don't try it on
Have y'all
popcorn.
You gotta
popcorn?
tell
Y'all
me
gotta
Don't
twice.
have Timmy with a good time.
Popcorn and jalapenos will change your life.
Yes.
Man,
Mix
with
them
jalapenos?
together. Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
The
I
juice
gotta-
on
I gotta
that,
midnight
like
snack.
The actual
love
jalapenos.
I can't wait.
It's a great combo.
I can't wait.
I already knew that you was
Yeah. Facts.
Bitch, we be trying to hold on.
I literally don't know. I'm like, we be finding any reason to see it through.
That's good.
We
Y'all
so
a
hopeless
real love
romantic.
girl.
Wait, who y'all hit?
She hit me.
Oh,
We so hopeless romantic.
Yeah, we so hopeless romantic.
Call
Damn,
me
we gotta
Casper.
Just
so
choose.
we had to choose.
Yeah.
If we
She be
had
out
to
the door.
choose,
I don't know. I literally can't.
I'll say you. Only because you know how to get the fuck.
Okay,
We gonna just say you for the plot.
I'll take it.
For the plot. That's me so bad.
Okay, that's all right, I'll take that. Like I'll be in a rabbit hole on TikTok. I'll be like, Dre, did you hear this? That's what
It's
happened.
bad.
This part. Oh
It's
my
bad.
god.
And I be like, girl, be fucking for real.
I will watch a documentary.
That'd be me.
Oh my
Be for real,
god.
like, all right, stop sending me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
so
when
that's
I
her.
get into it, I'm like, I'm talking about it. I'm going deep to the point. They just gotta like, all right, I'm done talking about this shit.
But
Like, you
see-
being weird now.
Even
Yeah.
even like we'll post something on Snapchat. She'd be like, "Well, you know, you need to stop that because."
Yeah.
She
like,
gets so mad that I do that,
Girl.
but I look into everything.
Same.
Like y'all don't be something that happened. You be like, "This is me. What is the spiritual meaning of?"
Yes, that's me.
Oh,
But
so
see, the funny
bad.
thing about me though is like she'll do that and then she'll tell me about it and then I'll
'Cause
fall in the black hole.
That's her. She might be right. That's her so bad. She gonna
that's
talk
why
shit.
I don't be wanting it in my ear because I don't want to fall into the dark
Yeah.
hole.
Like, cause something
I ain't
happened,
gonna lie.
and I was like watching a documentary, and I was talking about it when we went to lunch yesterday. Literally yesterday, she was like, "Girl, send me that documentary." Talk about it.
And I was
Okay.
watching it all day today. I was in the bed rubbing my feet together like, oh my
It was
God.
good, though.
It was
No, but
good.
y'all, let me tell y'all this whole dude. This bitch, literally, I'm telling her some shit. She receptive. We all in the car. We could be with our other friends. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all about the time. I'm like, bitch, I told you that.
I
And you
told
was
you about
acting
that.
so uninterested when I was telling you, but here you go trying to look like the scholar in the room. Cheryl,
I
I
was
shared
like,
with you.
yeah, girl, you better spill my tea.
I call her out every time.
What you say, like?
You better spill my
You better
tea.
spill my tea.
Do what I told
You
you.
ain't like that. You better spill
I
my tea.
am weak. Jada said
That's
not
me
the
real
scholar in
bad.
the
She
room.
want to be the scholar in the room. Like, girl, the
That's
other day I
me
was telling you,
real
like, I don't know. That
Verbatim,
don't
go
sound
repeat
right.
it verbatim. Yeah, y'all know they said the whole time. They is sitting right here.
I'm dead.
Hold on, I heard.
She stay doing that shit.
I heard.
Them.
She get herself.
Yeah, that's me so bad.
This bitch get drunk and go to forgetting shit.
Ooh,
Be
for
acting
one
crazy.
time, one time. I don't
Yeah,
get
but-
blacked out drunk no more.
Yeah, you don't get blacked out drunk no more, but it's like
I'm a casual drinker.
Y'all
You
ever
like,
been to
okay,
jail?
that's good.
Have y'all ever been to jail?
she has.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Look, the
Y'all
twins,
been to jail?
The
In
twins,
Dubai.
The twins is
Twins?
twinning
No, no, no.
again.
Where have you been? I ain't go to jail in
No,
Dubai.
not Dubai, but like it could have ended bad,
Oh
friend.
yeah, I was cutting up in
You
Dubai.
see what I'm
Almost.
saying?
When I go through something, like I had a bad blackout experience, and it's back when I used to like hit the joint. I had an experience. I was drinking and I hit the joint, and it's called crossfading. The joint. Don't call it a joint. What they be calling it?
The
Nobody said don't call it a joint.
A joint.
The
If
joint.
you be there,
To keep a kid off drugs.
The Mary Jane. I hate the
The
Mary
blunt.
Jane. Oh, I hit the
Oh,
blunt. Okay, my bad. I hit the blunt.
That is too
that
funny.
is so cute. I'm
That was
sorry.
like,
That was
I
funny.
hit
I hit the blunt, and y'all, I literally don't remember nothing. And I like lashed out. I did a whole bunch of stuff I don't remember. And she still to this day be like, she'll just randomly bring it up like, you really don't remember?
You know what's crazy? Like, I feel like we kind of all similar, all four of us, because...
And I'll do it again.
She had a moment like that where when we first met, we was friends for like maybe like a few months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you gotta smoke. Because I used to be smoking a lot when I was younger. I'm like, you gotta hit the blunt. You gotta hit the blunt. She like, friend, I don't smoke. Like, I don't do that. I'm peer pressure. You need to hit the blunt. I'm driving my car on the side of the freeway in Houston before I moved to Atlanta. I stopped at the light. This girl jumps out the car.
I thought the people was after me.
But I hadn't even stopped. But
People was after me.
But I hadn't even stopped for real yet. Like, she jumped out of a moving car.
You was tweaking. What I said.
You was tweaking.
I do not like when people be like, yeah, I got that gas. I got that blue. Give me some Reggie, please.
Give me the backyard boogie.
Give me that Reggie. I need the weakest shit you got. Give me that boo-boo.
Right, they be trying to have us smoke that rapper weed.
Man,
Like,
give me that trash.
Give me that boo-boo.
I can't handle it. I want the worst weed you got.
You don't want that shit that's gonna have you hopping on the
Look,
car.
I need one weed.
She hopped on the car. What did you do?
And let me tell y'all how this hoe ain't never smoked weed around me ever again.
What did you do?
You lied. We lied.
I had to get out the car and I was like, bitch, get back in the car.
Like,
what are you doing? Because what if the
God.
police come? Like, we gonna be in trouble. You need to get back in the car.
But we had a good time.
Wow, legs. Jesus.
Freaky ass nigga, she is 69 God.
Legs. You got all the song references. You did that earlier.
She's so good at that. She's so good at the song references.
Yeah, it's definitely dry.
Freaky.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad
Yeah, ain't
way.
nothing wrong with that.
So y'all bring
I'm very
games.
vanilla in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So
What that mean?
It just mean like boring. Like vanilla means
no,
like
vanilla doesn't mean
not boring, but it's
Hello
like
Princess
you
vibes.
stick to like the
I stick to
basic.
what
The routine.
I know what I need to get there, and it doesn't. I don't need the bells, the whistles, the toys, the hang. I tried that before, but I'm like, what are we doing? Like,
She said, I don't like that. I know what it takes to get there. We don't have to do
That's her.
Let's take the straight shot. I don't need to go on the scenic route.
I be with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's
Me too.
try everything.
Yeah.
There's no rules in the bedroom with me.
Me either.
This is very like, bitch, you did that.
She be like that.
Oh my God.
And don't get it twisted. Like, I'll be doing some things and I'll be trying some things. Like, I'll try anything once. But like I said, for me to get there, I don't be doing all that. Like, Drea she's way more adventurous than I am.
Yeah.
Way more
I
experience.
am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll try anything.
You get down though.
I get down.
Yeah, like I
And
get
I feel
down
like
too.
she
Like
will
I get
too,
down.
yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
Auntie
but-
I can still rock my hip a little bit. But baby, once that knee start hurting, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it
Let's wrap this up.
I got a bad knee now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh.
That's us.
I get down, but it's like the trying, like the experiment. It's, I don't know. It's breaking that ice.
Yeah.
Do y'all like toys? Do y'all?
I love
incorporate-
toys.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to get her on that so bad, like, girl.
I love a toy.
Once you realize like toys
Once
are
you
there to
try a
help.
toy, you gonna fuck
I
with
keep
it.
telling her that.
Yeah.
Because the niggas always going to get theirs off. It's harder for us to
It
come
is.
every time. So I be trying to tell her, like,
It's definitely
I'm not
harder.
leaving without coming.
At
Like,
this point,
See, I
absolutely
done
leaving
when I be
with
checking
I'm
on my
leaving- we
ear, like,
both
okay,
leaving
I guess I
something.
just ain't gonna come this time. Like,
yeah,
fuck it.
absolutely
No,
not.
you gotta get
she
a
got to get that
toy
bullet.
that-
She got to get that.
and you gotta get something
You
that
gotta
you
get
could
that bullet.
the bullet or the rose. You gotta get something that you could use.
Yeah, I like
with,
those.
Do
I like
the
the-
bullet. You do a bullet first
do a
because
bullet.
it's small.
Yeah, the rose is a lot to
that
handle.
rose
You
go.
gotta.
Yo, I go
yeah.
cock and it might not go back, bitch. I think that rose is that rose is intense.
Yeah, the rose too much.
It's gonna happen quick.
The rose and penetration, like, bitch, you
No,
trying to
that's
go
too
into
much.
a.
That's why I said get a little
no.
bullet. It's small. It's not
I'm weak,
because a lot of
that be
times,
me.
if you have a man who hasn't
You do the
used
rose
toys in
and
the
the-
bedroom,
You be going.
yes.
Baby, I love a good bullet.
I'm like, this might be what it feels like to
like
get
the bullet too,
tasered. That's how that
Yeah,
rose
literally.
is.
yeah.
But I will say, I think a bullet is good because a lot of times men, sometimes they are intimidated by a toy and they think
are.
they're trying to replace them. A bullet is small. It's something to introduce. You can give it to him to play with on you. So I think it's like little stuff that you can do.
Are y'all into like kinky stuff? Like,
Kinky. No,
I
I'm
love
not.
a butt
Kinky.
plug.
No,
I like butt
Okay.
I
plugs.
don't think a butt plug is kinky though.
I feel like
or like those
That's a lot.
games.
That's a lot.
Or
A butt
like-
plug is
okay.
not normal. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
girls don't.
I'm
They don't want to put nothing in there.
Or like the surprise, hello.
Yeah, I like it.
A little sparkle in the booty. It's giving unicorn vibes. I love a good unicorn vibe.
But those like toys
Little light
that's at
show.
the sex store that like the guy holds the remote and then like you put something else.
Oh,
You know what? I've used that before.
I have too.
But it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. I felt like people were like egging it on like it was.
They was egging it on so bad. They
Yeah,
don't even have that voltage.
Can I get
It
a Long Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't got that.
That
They
shit
don't.
whack.
They don't got the right voltage on the blue.
Yeah,
agree.
like
It's not that intense.
Yeah,
Yeah, them
but
shit's
it's
weak.
not
It's
even
not that
like
bad.
fun. Like it's not like what I thought it was gonna be.
It's
Like,
not
we
that
did-
spicy.
It's not that spicy like
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I always try to. A lot of times, a lot of y'all need to go to jail. Cause why are you trying to have an orgasm while you ordering mozzarella sticks?
Cause that's what I was gonna say. Them
That's too
panties,
much.
the
That's
too
panties with the
much.
vibrator.
Yeah.
That's a little too
That's
much.
just, like,
Like,
too
why you
freaky.
just walking around the mall
I've seen people
vibrating?
use them in a club.
Like, what is
like in a club.
what's going on?
y'all okay?
Like, are you okay? Are you well?
No, but y'all never seen people use them in a club.
In the club, it's a thing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like you saying like no, why would you want to like be having an orgasm in a club?
sex offender.
Sex
It's
offender.
a lie. It's literally a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah,
I
I don't
can't
like
talk.
all that. I like to take it to the house. And
Yeah. Do y'all believe in casual sex, or y'all just kind of like I have to be with this person, I have to see something with this person, or would y'all do like one night stands? Are y'all into that?
Oh, I ain't never did a one night stand in my life.
Yeah, me either.
Now,
I
back in my
can't do
day,
it.
One night stand was my middle name. You know how on Facebook they got a name? Lex One Night Stand Peace.
Oh, friend.
No.
I mean, I think that's
But you
what
had
you're
to go through that
Yeah.
to get to this mindset.
But
you
like
have
I said,
now.
I was young. I feel like you're supposed to, when you're young, you're supposed to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Your
one
grandma
thing, that's
always
why I
said
said
that.
I'm not missing out on anything.
Oh, babe, we gotta get her on. the
When
phone.
I'm at home, I feel good being at home, rubbing my feet together in the bed, watching Love Island, because I'm not missing out on nothing. I did that.
You did everything.
So I think for me, it's like now I cannot. What turns me on is like mentally how you take care of me, and I just get so turned on by more than the physical. It's beyond that for me. But back in the day, hell yeah, give me a dick so I can be on my way.
I wish I had a whole era. Like,
You never had a whole era? You
no,
still
man.
got time.
It ain't
I
too
ain't gonna tell
late.
nobody.
But I really,
Lloyd-
I
put
don't
Lloyd in the
know.
bed.
I just feel like
Leave him with Auntie Dez, girl. You need to go outside.
No,
Jayda.
Loyal, y'all. Speaking of, Loyal is very particular
on who watches him.
on who watches him.
Really? He don't play that shit.
Because no, listen, because our other friend, I was like, Loyal, you don't want so-and-so to watch you? He said no. I said, would you let me watch you? He said, yeah. I said, for a couple hours. He said, yeah, for a couple hours. Like,
he don't play that.
not too much.
He don't play that.
He's very particular. Like,
But he always
I'll
saying,
kick it with you for a couple hours while my mama go handle some business. But
Yeah.
babe,
Yeah.
when it comes to overnight,
Take me home to my
I'm
mama.
going.
Yeah, he don't
I'm
play
Well,
that.
I said it's not necessarily that
He's
you need a
setting
whole
boundaries.
phase, but I think you need a fun dating phase.
Oh, I've had a fun dating phase.
Okay.
But
As
then
long-
it just like it don't really resort to nothing. So
Yeah.
it's like, ugh, what did I do that for?
Yeah.
You know?
I think you need to have fun without feeling like, what did I do that for? You know what
No,
I'm saying?
just fun.
No, I had fun. I thought I had fun.
Okay.
And even like having that fun taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah,
And
you
just
start
like,
to realize what you like, what you don't
yeah. So it's like I feel like every girl deserves that, especially those girls that be tied down in them long ass relationships. It's
That
like
was
you
me with dating.
you got to
I
get your
agree.
toes wet in order to know like what do you like? Cause
Yeah.
like. Baby, toes
Yeah.
wet.
I don't know what you like.
I was cannonball in that motherfucker. Baby, everything was wet, child.
I'm weak.
I had a time.
I love that for
am
you,
weak.
Lex.
I mean, I
crazy.
did though. I have lived a life, and I
Yeah.
love that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not 35. Like, damn, I wish.
I
Like,
love that for you.
Yeah, I think that's how life is meant to be lived.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
you get one life for real, and I'm not living it for other people, but I've never been that way though. I've never
Yeah.
tried to be like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna think of me if I do this? Like, girl, I'm finna do that shit.
right. And that's good that you went through it early because you got some older women still in that phase, and it's like,
Facts.
all right, it's time to switch it up. So the fact that you are supposed to have fun in your 20s, you did that. Now look at you. You have a person. You know what you want. You want married. Do y'all want to get married?
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I still believe in marriage. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Same.
What narrative they try to push for Gen Z. I want to get married.
Yeah.
One day. Like I want that. So I love that. So since we lost, we got to take this hot shot.
Oh,
hot
Lord.
sauce shot.
Okay.
So we're gonna say cheers.
Cheers. We taking the whole thing?
You
Look,
got
I'm watching
to.
you. Cause she gonna cheat.
The whole thing.
She.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh, y'all switched
You
it up.
like it.
Take the whole thing, y'all.
That ain't the same one
Y'all
as
do
last
gotta
time.
take the whole thing.
Y'all
Y'all ain't got no
got-
chip.
That ain't the same one.
A chip and bake will go down smooth.
Is that the same one?
It ain't bad though.
It's the same one.
Oh, it tastes a little different.
Taste it. I mean, drink it.
It's spicy.
Y'all got some beans in the back. I'll do a little,
You took the
little
whole thing.
mixture.
Jada took her whole thing.
Baby, this busted down on the crab leg. Y'all lucky I'm hungry.
It tastes like a little seafood boil.
Oh, legs.
Oh,
That look
period.
thick.
it's thicker than you.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta switch it up.
And she dropped the last little bit. It's
Giving hot sauce to black
good.
people.
She like
It's
it.
a good
She
time.
fucking with it.
I'm hungry.
My lash tech, she used to always play y'all, and then I started tapping in myself because like every time I would get my lashes done, she would play y'all. So I just really want to say like keep doing what y'all are doing because you never know who watching.
Yeah.
And like I was tuned in just from her playing it one day, and I was like, wait, who are those girls? And then of course I'm like, oh, let me go on their page. I'm like, oh, they cute. So then I just started watching more episodes when I had the time, and I just really love what y'all are doing. I love what y'all stand for.
Thank you.
And just aside from like what we talked about off camera, like I respect you ladies.
Yeah.
And I love that y'all came on our platform, and I can't wait to come on y'all's. Like,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Look, that'll be dead second
I
round.
was,
Yes.
Second. I was telling Jada about y'all.
I didn't even know
love
she
y'all.
came on the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
that's
it
crazy.
was a while ago though. It was
But
a
she
long
came
time
into
ago.
the old studio whenever we had
Yeah.
first signed to 85.
I didn't even know that's when y'all first started.
Yeah.
That's when y'all was one of my like second interviews.
Really?
Honestly,
Actually,
you were
never
one of
do
our
interviews.
first big guests.
Yep, you were.
Yes,
Yep.
girl.
Y'all
Everybody was so excited.
My feet was not wet in interviewing world. Like I feel like
Yeah.
What did y'all talk about?
No, you did such a good job.
She did.
It was a
Because
good
I know people
episode.
thought when it started, she was a little shy, but as the episode went
It was
on, she like
opening
got
up.
more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
That's how she is though.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
what was y'all talking about in the episode? Because I'm gonna go watch it.
You
But
gotta go.
and y'all know people gonna go watch it too. But like, what was the dynamic
You know,
of the
I
conversation?
can't remember because it was so long ago, but I do remember it was one point by the end because I be getting lit. So by the end,
Was I
remember-
drinking? I was drinking.
Yeah, you were drinking, but you
yeah.
were like you had like when you walked in,
You
like
had
you
your
had the
shades
shades
on.
on.
I put my
'cause you
shades
was-
on.
I can't remember.
I
But
can't
she
remember
was trying to
either.
do But you were
that.
like, oh y'all, I went out last night, but you still gave us good energy. But like at the
Yeah.
end, like I had cracked a joke. I said something like, oh girl, because you know you like older men. She was like, I said,
Bitch.
ooh.
No.
Keep it cute.
I was like, oh my bad.
Yeah, I was
Like, why would you say that?
Well, 'cause I thought we was vibing in the club with my twin. I thought we was vibing.
You gotta learn how to read the room with certain guys because she don't like stuff like that.
I know, and I was
But
one
I
thing
didn't
about
know
me.
how to like maneuver like
No,
certain
yeah,
things.
I don't think you got mad at me. You didn't get mad, but
Yeah.
you were just like, oh, okay.
Like, don't do me like that.
Let's
Don't do me
move
like
on.
that.
I was
And
like,
my overthinking ass, I'm like, Dance ain't never gonna. She's not fucking.
No,
with us.
I love y'all. Seriously.
That is
And we
so fun.
always
That's why I said it was like
see,
two-
y'all always go viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, do you remember? It was like not that long after you did the episode, but I seen you at the airport and we waved at each other. You was like, "Hey, girl," and then I remember I told her, I was like, "Oh, I like this. She cool."
Yeah.
because I was
Baby,
like,
we ain't never no weird.
No,
Yeah, it's never no
literally,
weird.
It was
It's
like
never
a few
no
weeks
weird.
later,
Once
and
we
you
locked
was
in, it's
like
like
in
we
a
locked
rush.
in.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
a rush. We was like running past each other.
It was like,
"Hey, girl."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
I
like,
feel you.
after that interview, it was like 2 weeks later. I was like, oh my god, I don't think Dad's like me. Then she liked my picture. I said, oh, I'm in the same. She liked my picture. We good.
That's
we
one thing
good.
about it. It's like
No.
energy is real.
Yeah.
So once like
You know good people when you see good people.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
don't be a
And I think
stranger.
too, it's like
can't wait
important
for
when you
y'all
go
to
on
come
people's platform. Like we never try to be messy or
Yeah.
malicious. Like whenever we talk, we just vibing. Like it's real girl talk.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying. We never try to go viral.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times you have to be careful when you go on people's platforms. They be trying to have that
Looking for
viral
a
moment.
clickbait.
They're looking for that clickbait. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I literally tried so hard this episode. Like, let me shut the fuck up and let's talk to them because I
They
made
made it
talking
so
so
easy.
much.
It's hard.
It's so hard. And then I'm so used to like restaurants. Just be like, order for us.
Yeah.
Or like, go ahead, talk to them.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm used to on this platform. But like I said, this is a platform for both of us.
Yeah.
For that, so people can see that side of this that they don't know.
Yeah.
Because she is so shelled. But
She coming out of it, though.
She coming out of it. So
Yes.
thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all tune in to Poor Minds, and we will see y'all next time.
We'll see y'all episode 6 coming very soon. We won't keep y'all waiting.
Bye y'all. Bye y'all.
I had a great time. I don't even care to be here till
You truly
y'all. We got y'all.
Y'all be safe.
All right, y'all two get home safe. I'll see y'all around.
Okay.
Y'all team, crew, you know the motherfucking vibes. Yeah. Yeah, how? Shit, these big ass fucking